New Callaway then. Overnight sense.
This should be a checkpoint. Let's go. Holy freaking cannoli, you guys.
I'm not even mad.
Thank you, Marion. For everything.
Teeth blackening? I don't like where this is going. I like turtles. I like turtles. Mulder's comments back to back are always just, it's whiplash. I get miracle whiplash from reading Mulder comments back to back. It's like end, like just the worst thing in the world, and then it's pretty nice follow up. Good job, Mulder. Good job, Mulder. Okay. Oh, afraid to ask what BJ means? Blue Jay. If help.
Oh, this motherfucker is playing fucking a Nexus of Fate.
Mulder. 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 Look how pleased that dog is. Little Gizmo. Mulder. Please remind me of that. I really do want to let him know that that's how you think of him from that clip. Johnny Knoxville's aunt. Okay, good. Maintenance corridor. There's probably someone Yep. We're just gonna back over here and hope that this camera doesn't see us. Da da da. Bum ba dum ba dum bum bum. Sorry. The fact that he was just like whoop boop 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 boop. It made it so much better when he just got popped. He wanted to like run either power lines or... Well, chat, if you were paying attention to that, anybody who's played this game knows I just burned upgrade material because I fat thumbed the destroy button somehow twice. So I'm gonna put this controller down as we continue our story. Why don't you go back where you come from, Jamaica? God, for some reason my brain was like... You know what?
Amazing.
Cleve, you absolute legend.
S tier timing.
That does explain a lot. There's nothing I could have said after that that would have been happy. I'm contractually obligated to try out a fleshlight that anyone sends. I don't want to be here. Whoop. And now, yeah, take that, idiot. Oh God! Oh boy. Now wait a minute. Now wait a minute. That's not fair. Somebody explain that to me. Sex. that works out? I don't know. This guy looks mean. He looks like Mad Eye Moody. Like if Mad Eye Moody was a gunslinger instead of an Auror. Oh, that's a lot of reading. Billy Midnight, born Wilhelm Schnell, the man who killed Rabbit Matthews. Little known about Midnight, before killing. Thought to have been Matthews' rifle cleaner and stable boy, New Calloway then. Overnight sensation, gained national celebrity. Speaking tours, then reenactments from St. Louis to Saint Denis, San Francisco, etc. Received death threats and suffered a...
Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to whoever, wherever, however you are today. Hope you're doing well. I think that's how the spiel goes. I'm all, I'm all turned around from those clips. That Midnight Moody clip, not one of the best ones to end up on, but that's fine. It's fine. Who doesn't love reading of lore from a screen? So that was from Twitch Guru. That is just a random clip player. The only problem with that is for the free version, you only get 20. You only get 20 clips, and I feel like a lot of those are the ones that we've seen pretty often when they pop up. So what I might do is actually go ahead and just give them the, oh no. You stupid claw! Did you shorten that one? Did you shorten that one, Mel? It used to be like, it used to say something about hanging upside down. So that's Twitch clips from Twitch Guru. I might just go ahead and give the Twitch Guru channel, what is it, like a sub to the channel, I think, and then you can get the extended version of them. Oh, it's from yesterday. Well, he's definitely said that before. A new one? Great. Thanks. Or I'll wait till Tilly gets here. Tilly might have a better option that is like a free version of that. To just, yeah, roll some clips at the beginning so you're not sitting here looking at this same screen. We can get some fun channel content in there too. I was going to do it with some of you guys, you know, some of the streamers in chat, but I didn't want to take the liberties to do that before asking folks. Also, by the way, Dr. Claw MD is not here today. This is actually his twin. His one of triplets. Rod Johnston is the one we don't usually talk about, but his other triplet is Dr. Claw PhD. He had my permission to do everything. Oh my god. Oh my god, the number of times I've heard that in my life. Oh dear. Hey, count them on one appendage. And 0. Yeah. Yeah, you got it. Yeah. And 0. Anyway, good morning. How are you? Dr. Claw PhD here to chat with you today. Maybe play some games while we're at it. Enjoy those gifted subs. Thank you. Thank you. Oh yeah, we do have a secret word today. I didn't yet. 1 second. I clocked it and then I forgot, and then I'm glad you reminded me. It's not Godzilla. It's a good try though. Vissy. Vissy says, thanks to Heltar for your sub gift. Vissy, I thought it said you had 412 months for a second. That's Heltar412. I was like, Vissy with 412. Wait a minute. 412 months. Clark Kent, nice. Vissy, welcome back. Heltar, thank you. Vissy, hope you're doing well. Mel, Weasel, Solipsist, Yesland, Prof. Happy Wednesday. I think it's that day of the week. Happy that day of the week to you. Basement. Oh, God. Nope. Fridge. No. Hold on. Let's go back to multiverses. What happened in multi? Did you give him a lot of money? You did a dumb. Need to win a fight with a Batman tee with a tank character. Spent 500 gleam in for soups to get a Batman t-shirt. Then realized I had a Batman tee for Wonder Woman, who is also a tank. Well, at least you got the set though, right? It's better than paying what? How much did they want for like 3 of them? Didn't they want like 20? Was it like $23? You didn't want a shirt for him? It's his own shirt, isn't it? Isn't it the Batman tee for Batman? He's wearing his own concert merch. He's wearing his own merch. I mean, I guess he super does though. The Batman shirt for Superman. Yeah, because it's like Team Batman versus Team Joker, right? Almost as bad. Batman. The thing is, superheroes, and I think Pixar's Incredibles makes fun of this a little bit. All superheroes are all about their own brand, right? Sure, it doesn't even fit him right. Because he's so big, or because they drew it poorly? His little belly hangs under? Oh no, his little belly. Thank you, Mel. Thank you, Mel. The shadows are weird on my... I've got like an extra set of earpieces there. Clark Kent. Yeah, Clark Kent. Like I said, Dr. Clown D could not be here today. So PhD's filling in. Which, honestly, I don't really know which one's better. Just for funsies, though, because these are not prescription, I can see totally fine without them. These are like blue blocker, I guess. Blue light blocker things. I've actually, because I'm on the computer all day long, and it gets pretty late at night, and sometimes my video cards on the work computer, they crash in the middle of the night, and it crashes my little, what do they call it, like flux or whatever, which is supposed to like minimize the blue light coming out of the screen. It's like almost like a shader, like a tone. It sets a different tone. Sometimes that crashes too, and then I'm like, oh, my eyes just, I feel like, and maybe nobody knows this unless you're as old as I am, but like, it feels like my eyes are starting to not want to adjust like at a distance. They feel tired. I've never had that before. I've had glasses since I was pretty much in kindergarten. But I've never had that where I feel like I'm having trouble like focusing on stuff in the distance and then shifting back to something closer. I have a window right next to the computer, so I try to like take breaks every once in a while and like look out the window, but at night I can't see anything. So I try to like look over at the TV and stuff. But anyway, no, lots of computers don't know what the hell you're talking about.
All right.
Thank you, Weasel. Thank you, Mel. So I don't know if it's legit or not, but Peachy says it worked for her and wanted me to try it. So blue light from screens, whether it looks like the color blue or not, it's just like, I guess it's just a certain spectrum of light that it emits, is supposed to like keep you awake, but also kind of tire you out if you're looking at it for too long. So we're obviously in front of screens all the time. These are supposed to be somewhat blue light blockers. I've had them for a while. I just found them again. I just thought it'd be funny to pop them on. But there's also an app called Flux, which sets your computer tone to like a certain spectrum of like a warmer spectrum to not emit so much blue light. I don't know if it's legit or not. There's probably ways to do it just through like the display adjustments on your PC. Speaking of, had issues starting a laptop today because apparently I'm in Windows 11. I don't know who greenlit that. The funny thing is, if you look at my glasses here and then don't know that I have headphones on, I look like a librarian. Like I look like I have one of those librarian chains to keep her glasses on her head. So if I take them off, I don't lose them. Like one of those librarian glasses chains. I love it. Vissy likes the glasses, though. You poser. Mine also have that blocker. You never wear them. Guess I should. I literally just started wearing them last night again because I started to notice my eyes getting really tired at night, and I don't know why. I think part of it is my prescription. My last eye doctor was a complete mess. I need to get a new one. But I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should wear these. 4 pairs of glasses for your brain surgery. You're getting migraines staring at a monitor all day, every day. Yeah, it was your tumor. Yeah, I don't have anything quite like that. I mean, at least I hope I don't. It's just a noticeable difference of like, you know, the being able to shift perspective, shift focus. And also, they just get tired, man. It's kind of like, you know, when you're sick and it hurts almost to like move your eyes back and forth, or when you have a migraine, you're just like, oh, I don't even want to move my eyes. You can like feel them against your eyelids. It feels like that sometimes. Brandon, good to see you, bud. How are you? Brandon, were you in KPP's channel trying to help her out with Killer Clowns, or were you just trolling? I can't remember. I started out trying to help, and then it was just too much. It was too much chaos. It was too much of a disaster in there. I just left it alone. But it was fun to see you pop in over there. You learn when you play games now your eyes don't get so tired. I'm not going to keep these on. I just thought it'd be silly. And also talk about it. They don't bother me during the day so much. It's only when it gets towards evening. What? Yeah. What? Sorry, I wanted to do that off mic. You're complaining because you're garbage at the game. I don't know how much of that is your fault. I don't know how much of it is a skill issue and how much of it is a game issue. Yes is like level 100 now. Yes has mastered that game because he's put I don't know how many 100 hours into DBD. I'm like level 35, I think, and I'm just doing the private matches, basically against bots to try to level up and just unlock stuff. Yeah. If I stare at the monitor too long, my eyes start to hurt. I forget to blink. For some reason, with glasses, I blink more. I think it reminds you that you've got like something on your face and your eyes just want to like do that a lot. I don't know. 450-ish hours, not that much. Relatively not that much, but relative to other things, much. That's much. That is a much. Considering like the most I've played a game, I think, at least in recent memory, is Valhalla with like 220 hours, and you've got twice that. That's much. In my opinion. In my opinion. I'm still here. I'm still here. Vissy loves batting her eyelashes. Why wouldn't you if you were Vissy? Honestly. Like, why wouldn't you? So I'll claim that washing your feet is just as effective as using runoff. Funny story about washing your feet. Peachy and I went for a walk the other day. I didn't know how far we were going. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to put my shoes on. I'll just wear my sandals. Mistakes. That was a walk full of mistakes. I ended up with 3 blisters in the exact same spots on both feet. So guess what? I definitely been washing those feet because, ouch. That red clay foot? No, it wasn't barefoot. I wasn't barefoot walking in red clay. What the heck?
In English, if you say I'm embarrassed, it means you're feeling awkward or self-conscious.
Yeah.
But if you try to translate that directly into Spanish and say, estoy embarazada,
yeah,
you're actually saying I'm pregnant. It's a classic example of a false friend in language translation. So be careful. Or you might find yourself in some unexpectedly hilarious and confusing situations.
That's actually pretty good. That was actually pretty good. He was measured. He was kind. He did not speak Spanish properly. No Algonquin today. Kimo Algonqua. Dito Moconqua. I don't know what he said. I still got to look that up. That was actually pretty good, Wabba. Thank you for that. I especially like that he didn't like... He clearly was not a native Spanish speaker. Estoy embarazada. You say I'm embarrassed in Spanish. You're saying estoy embarazada. It's like the least Spanish person ever. It's funny, though. That's funny. Kind of hooked, no pun intended, on ASIM games, though. Played Texas Chainsaw for a few hours and had a blast. Yeah, yes, and I actually kind of came to appreciate cheese spices. Radical grub more. Thanks, Prof. Prof, you make me hungry, dude. I came to appreciate the ASIM games a little bit more from watching YesLand play through DBD and get super mad. but also like enjoy when you had like a good play or a good match. Or other people had a good play or a good match. That was fun. What's up, Ceiling Guy? How are you? Welcome in. That is a good first time chat. Come on in. Upset they don't make those anymore? I know, Prof. It's upsetting every time, right? Try again to see if he adds more. Hold on. You know what? Let me bring up Tangia again. I kind of want to listen to the Algonquin again. I'll bring that up. Mel is like, will you please play the game? To be fair, we started a little bit earlier than usual today, so it's okay. Full of interesting gameplay, how to outthink your killer. Yeah, the live aspect of that, I think, is of asymmetrical games, is more interesting to me than a Destiny-type game. Where it's like, those games, even when they have the PvP stuff...
Now, sing the Berries and Cream song.
Okay.
Go for it.
Berries and cream, berries and cream. I'm a little lad who loves berries and cream. I always do the extended version. I don't know why. You guys get the extended version with me. Heard Ceiling Guy was more of a floor guy. Tell me more. Tell me more. But yeah, so Brandon, you said you weren't sure you could do that. No, Brandon, stay. I'm sorry, Brandon. It's my giant son. Forgive him. You're not a bitch, Brandon. He didn't mean it. He's on a lot of weird cereals. It's just making him crazy. I didn't mean it. He probably did, but I didn't. You stick around. You don't have to go anywhere. You stay. Rod, you can stay too. You can stay too. Hold on. I didn't know you could do that. Typically get human and then they die pretty quickly. Yeah, when you're playing the ASIM games right at the beginning and they don't give you...
Yes, you can swim in Lake Webster.
They don't give you any information.
Lake Targogagog Manchaugagog Chaubunagungamog.
Damn it.
The lake is popular for various recreational activities, including swimming. There are designated swimming areas such as Memorial Beach.
Oh, good.
Which is a public beach with facilities for visitors. Always check local guidelines and water quality reports to ensure safe swimming conditions.
Safe swimming.
Another fact that lake name is derived from Nipmuc, an Algonquian language.
Nope. He didn't wish us well today, which means we got to play it. We got to play it again. He has to give us a Nipmuc. That's why Asalga came in and said Nipmuc backwards is come pin. Thanks, Asalga, the spirit of Asalga. Asalga's not dead. I don't think. I hope not. The spirit in the sense of like, oh God, the spirit in the sense of, oh thank God. Unless somebody's hacked Asalga's account. You know what? I don't know. I can never know. I can never know. I think Asalga's okay. There's an Asalga in each and every one of us. I'm sure they'd love that. I'm sure they would love that. Oh no, how do I get... Oh, it took a while to load. Okay. Hold on. Wilfred's in here somewhere. I gotta scroll through all your guys' nonsense. Here we go.
Lake Chargoga Gog Manchoga Gog Chaubunagu. Ngamaug, also known as Webster Lake, is derived from Nipmuc, an Algonquian language. The name is often humorously translated as, you fish on your side, I fish on my side,
Humorous.
and nobody fishes in the middle.
Humorously. Hi, Mulder, by the way.
Dear Kinawata.
Dear Kinawata. Dear Kinawata. Here to bring more nonsense. Are you sure you can fit some more in here? You think? Good luck. Dear Kinawata. Asalga, why are you apologizing? Because you left me out of your hellos? That's okay. That's okay. I said you might be dead, so I feel like that's a fair exchange. You're good. Mulder, you featured in a lot of my clips early today, bud. Can you get rid of that game mention thing of mine or make it like once every 2 hours? Very spammy and bothersome. Yeah, I can redo that. Yeah, give me 1 second. What is that under Nightbot, I think? I think that's a Nightbot trigger. Yeah, you're good. You know what? Let's pop into the game here real quick while I'm loading that up. You're Kinawata. So, because it took us for frickin' ever. You want to make it every 10 minutes? Okay. I'm upset. I am upset. It's getting louder. I think Tony got stuck in the vacuum. Gulo, I'm going to play that one again for you in a minute because that seems like... that seems unfair. It did sound like a printer. Maybe Tony's trying to contact us through a 1970s printer. I'm not sure that we should. Yeah, maybe not. Is that an old school printer? It sounded like it. Yeah. The holes on each side. Oh no. Oh no. Aw, poor little guy. Poor little Maurice. Gulo, I thank you for the effort. I don't know what happened. Hold on, Claw brain, one thing at time. One thing at one time. Why use more word when fewer work fine? Hold on. Timers. What the hell, Tony? Tony's trying to contact us. Interval. Oh, I can only do it every hour, Mel. Weirdly enough, I can set it to every hour maximum. I don't know why it's not more than that. Excuse me. Is that okay if we start with an hour, or maybe I just lock it to a command? That or gone. Let me make it a command. Let's disable it. I think it's still a command. If not, I'll copy it over. Yeah, if you do !Mel, it should be the same thing. And that way you can, if you want, you can put it in whenever, or random, mods or whatever can put it in whenever. Does that work? It is disabled though, so I disabled the timer, but let's see if the actual command still works. It should. Yeah, we're good. Okay, cool. So the command works, it's just the timer is off. For the game, real quick. So last time we spent the entire...
In English, if you say, I'm full, it means you've eaten enough and can't eat anymore. But if you try to translate that directly into
that Richard
French and
Ayoade?
say, je suis plein, you're actually saying I'm pregnant. Specifically, it's a phrase often used for animals, so be careful. Or you might end up with some puzzled looks and an awkward conversation.
Who was that supposed to be? Patches? Patches? Buffets get me so pregnant, you get a food baby.
What you just said.
It's okay.
Start conversations with children by saying something like this.
What grade are you in at school?
Or this.
Have you decided what dessert you're going to have?
Were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought? Everyone
So
in this
many
room
things
is
happening.
now dumber.
My computer just shut down. I'm
God
upset.
have mercy on your soul.
I am upset. It's getting louder. I don't know.
You stupid claw!
I'm losing it.
Surrender or pay the consequences.
Surrender was somehow louder.
Alright.
Alright. Somehow louder than the guy. Ceiling guy, do you really think you can contribute to this nonsense? Do you really think? Do you think you can outdo chat who's been here doing this for years now? Hold on, I gotta replay Tony though. What did Asalga do? You couldn't even hear it. Weasel just crying at work. Not this early. It's good. Just take the morning, relax, and let's listen to Tony Soprano get himself together.
Who here thinks Claw may actually get to some gameplay today?
Now what? That's
I've
not the
seen
one I
guys
clicked
take
on.
less time to sleep with the fishes in their concrete shoes than Claw is at finishing this game.
It's crime fighting time.
Take that, Tony. That was good. That was well timed, Rod. We're going after Tony. Good morning, Tiffy. Tiffy, it's a mess here today, and through no fault of my own. Now, hold on. I clicked this button. Why is it not working? Oh, because I clicked on Weasels. Oh, that's why. Oh, from a day ago. Weird. Let's try this one.
Lake Chargoga.
No, not that one.
I
I can't stop it when it starts.
Also known as Webster Lake, is derived from Nipmuc,
Not
an Algonquian language.
Damn it.
The name is often humorously translated as "You fish on your side, I fish on my side, and nobody fishes in the middle."
All right.
Dear
Kinawata. Dear Kinawata. Yeah, once you start peeing, you can't stop. Let's try this again. No, not that, Rod. It's not better. Gulo, what happened? It does. It's just broken.
Alright.
I'm sorry, Gulo. Can I refund your points? God, right there in the middle, it gets so disconcerting. Yeah, but you still paid for it, Gulo, and I appreciate it. Garbage disposal soprano? Yeah, that's Tony's head. This is what happened after... do I want to spoil that? This is what happened after credits rolled in the final episode. Just shoving Tony's head down in the garbage disposal. It's Tony Soprano! I feel like I should read it. Speaking of radical grub marron, can we talk about... This isn't Tony Soprano. It's just like really bad Italian guy, like mafia style. No, I kind of wish I had that whole song, honestly. I would listen to the whole thing there. Your best Tony? I don't got it. I don't got it. We have a Tony Soprano story, though. Our dad met him, took care of him in the hospital. Not when he was... It sounded like we just said that my dad killed Tony Soprano. That's not what happened. Let me back up. Yes, Tony is no longer with us, and his name's not Tony. It's James Gandolfini. And he's no longer with us, unfortunately. But he got in some kind of car accident or something when they were... I think when they were filming or in between when they were filming in Jersey. Or he might have. I mean, I don't know. And our dad is a ER nurse, and then worked in a bunch of other stuff as a medic, as a flight nurse on helicopters, medical helicopters, and stuff like that. And he was in a minor accident, and they had him singing soprano. Woo! Had to put him in a what they call a C collar. I think it's a C collar, basically one of those neck collars, just to like stabilize it and make sure that everything's fine. Anyway, he basically went in and was super nervous, but then said, "Hey, we're big fans of yours. My wife is a huge fan. I was wondering if you could sign." And he didn't have anything for him to sign. He had him sign his no, Werner.
Talk about all the different types of
the letter
pasta
C.
dishes.
C color.
Now I will list off random pasta dishes: spaghetti bolognese,
Spaghetti
fettuccine
bolognese.
Alfredo, chicken carbonara,
Thank you,
chicken
Gula.
cacciatore, chicken pasta primavera marrone. I could talk about chicken and pasta all day. Enjoy that list of pasta dishes, or you will sleep with the fishes. Pasta fazool. This was so low.
Yep, I got you, yes.
Marrone.
Marrone. I think Werner Herzog's Tony Soprano impression is about as good as mine would be, so we'll stick with Werner's. Thank you, Gulo. You got your pasta dishes in, bud. Good work. Good work. So yeah, our dad told James Gandolfini that his wife, our stepmom, would beat him up if they happened to miss an episode of The Sopranos. So I think he had like his discharge papers or some sort of like document that he got to keep, but he had a copy of it or something from his chart. And our dad's name is Bill, our stepmom's name is Kim. So James Gandolfini, he's like, "Yeah, sure, I'll sign it." He signed it, and he says, "Kim, be nice to Bill." James Gandolfini, and that's how he signed it. Oh, we got a card for him to fill out. I thought it was off his discharge paper, because the cool thing about it, he wasn't just like a good sport and willing to like sign it for this guy who basically had him like trapped. Like he was being discharged. He could have just left, but at the same time, it's kind of like a misery situation, right? Where it's like, if I don't do this, are you gonna break my ankle, so I have to stay here forever? But no, he signed it. Kim, be nice to Bill. James Gandolfini. The cool thing was, he said, "Well, hey, I signed that for you. I need you to sign something for me." So my dad was like, and that is when he signed his collar. And he's like, "Can I take this with me?" He's like, "Yeah, you can keep it. I want you to sign it." And then he signed James Gandolfini's like neck collar and let him, just let him out. Let him out. And they did just discharge stuff. I thought that was pretty cool. Never believe anything negative about Gandolfini. He seemed like and this was like the height of Sopranos stuff. It wasn't like his earlier days in, didn't he do theater for a little bit? Oh yeah, definitely Vissy. Yeah, 100%. He doesn't really cross paths too much with folks. True Romance. Clark Kent. Yeah, that was a good one. Real quick story. Wait, hold on. They can be fun, but it's fat. Oh, we're talking ASA. My mobile chat is way behind from like hours ago. Always the tough guys that are actually big squishmallows. Yeah, we also have a couple squishmallows, Tiffy. we have precisely 2 squishmallows, and they are the exact same one. Why? Because one day Peachy mentioned that she saw a squishmallow at the store, didn't buy it because she's like, I'm an grown adult woman. I don't need a squishmallow. But then, so she didn't buy it at the store. But then she thought about it for days and days and days afterwards, and she's like, "You know what? I really do want that." I said, "Okay." So me being the doting husband that I try to be, this is back before we were married. I found it. It was one of the first ones that they were like released. What the heck was it? Felton, I think his name's Felton. One of the first ones they released. I tracked it down. Paid probably like twice whatever the market rate was from some rando on eBay. And it showed up the exact same day that she happened to be going to the grocery store again and saw Felton there again and bought one. So we had 2 Feltons in the same house. One, I think the one that I got from eBay was a little, had a little something special to him. He had a little squish in his mallow, if you pick it up what I'm saying. He's a little wonky. She may have swapped them out and been like, "Oh, this is the one you got me, and it's the best, and I love it." Yeah, it's a special squishmallow. Yeah, it's just a cute stuffed animal that was really, well branded, and they did the Beanie Babies thing where they tried to make them like limited release or limited editions. You got it, Mel. Let's go. I do have another story we'll get to in a second, but let's hold off on Vera Farmiga and The Conjuring. But Vera, let's see if I can wander around the power place. No, we're good. Mel, the only thing is I don't remember where. Hold on, let's start by doing this because I don't remember where the power plant is here. Oh, is there not? Okay, junkyard or settlement? Fell off the short bus? Yeah, the short bus of squishy stuffed animals. They probably just bounce and roll, but they're a little fucked up, like Ted. Inside Gecko in the first area settlement. Thank you. Gameplay over. It is. Big building northeast corner. Thank you very much. Okay, so we should be good. So Yes and I were talking about, why were we talking about Vera Farmiga? Oh, we started by talking about, the House on Haunted Hill. Oh, is this it? Reactor? Yeah. House on Haunted Hill. Tiffy, I think that's why Peachy likes it too. Like just a big cuddly floof poof. You want a big one? But Vissy, you can just get like a normal size one. It's probably big enough for you. We were talking House on Haunted Hill, and there's Lily Taylor plays a great character in that one. And then we were like, oh, she also stars in The Conjuring. The Haunting with the headboard children. Yeah. House on Haunted Hill was, I think, the story that inspired The Haunting. Hold on, let me double check. I think I have Radaway. Yeah, I have Radaway. Do I have any like Rad X though, or anything that's gonna help with that? Probably not. I don't think I have Rad X. I want to double check and see if anybody else has Rad X. Well, I mean to Vissy just because you're the new average height. Wait, I'm the new average height? I'm average? Oh God. Vissy's just cute sized, like a Squishmallow. You know? Damn, people say I go too far. Let me say sorry for Claw, Vissy. That was uncalled for. What did I say? What did I even say? I got 4 conversations in my head. I can't remember what did I say? Vissy, didn't I just say you were the same size as Squishmallow? Isn't that good? Isn't that good? No shade intended. Wabbajack gifting a tier 1 sub to Doogie Howser, MD. It's a much better doctor than me. Doogie Howser. I think my ex bought a giant one that looks like Frankenstein's monster. Oh, you're not that small? Oh, okay. It's hard to tell. I can't tell. I've got no relevance. Nothing relative. Became your tattoo pillow, which I use after tattoos on my arm, and they are very cuddly. Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean your tattoo pillow? Like you use it for like support to keep your I don't know how tattoos work. Canceling someone, but here we are. I love when Scott piles on. Scott is like a piranha, waiting in the shallows for someone to bleed, and then he's all in. Welcome in, Scott. How are you today? Welcome back. Welcome back. Average male height still only 5'6"? What country are we talking about, Weasel? Thank you, Robo. Thank you. I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was pretty good. You're just jealous. Vissy's fun sized. I am too, yeah. I don't like being back home. Well, you're trying to get out. You're trying to get out. I'm sorry, bud. I hope you guys figure out where you want to be and how you want to make that work and all that. How long have you guys been there, if you don't mind? Yeah, Vissy, I don't know if I buy that. I think Weasel's looking at China's height stats. Tiffy says no. Weasel, you got to provide your sources from now on. I'm going to make that a Weasel rule in chat. There's the new show title. Wait, which one? U.S. average for male is 5'9". Didn't you just say 5'6"? I don't know if I believe any of this. I would believe Mulder more than this. Mulder, you want to weigh in and give us some made-up stats? 15 years, okay. I don't think the longest I've ever been in any place was 17 years, and that was my childhood home. Actually, you know what? I bet you it was only 15 years because my early life was pretty chaotic and we moved around quite a bit for the first couple of years of my life. I don't think I've lived in a place more than 15 years. 5'6" is worldwide. We got some shorties out there. 29, Vissy? We got to get you... You travel a fair amount, though. You travel a fair amount. 60% of the time, stats are made up every time. That's just facts. Arkansas for one. Prestige Worldwide. World Star. You trying to guess the secret word, Robo? I picked it because Whiskey Richard got it last time, but they didn't want to choose the word, so I picked it. What was it? It was something we talked about pretty early last week. I'll give you more hints later. It's been 25,000 years! Wow, but did you see that Power Rangers beat-em-up game? Did not look good. The Turtles one recently looked really good. The Power Rangers one looked pretty bad. Pretty bad. Nope, wasn't that one. You're close, though. Scott's taking shots. But he has no power here. Carbon copy pasta. It had no personality. And it had no real, like, love given to it at all. Turtles one was fun. It had a lot of, like, the voice acting and stuff was good. And the effects and stuff and the little nods to the video games were great. Prof, I don't know, honestly. I don't know. If they did, yikes, because it did not look good at all. You got it, Weasel. I want to check with my companions and see if we have any Rad-X. Okay, so real quick. The Conjuring universe. Back before that was, like, a big deal and made, like, triple billions of dollars or whatever. Here we go. Anti-radiation drugs taken for exposure. Nice. No known side effects? I doubt that. Okay, good. I didn't know I actually had those. I feel like if I'm going into a nuke plant, I should probably take those. What does this do again? Buff-Out just increases strength, right? So before Conjuring took off, I think people only knew the director James Wan, who is a very tiny Asian Australian man, which is it's a weird combination of things when you first meet him. He had a shock of like purple hair and like dark black hair, a shock of like purple hair sticking out. He was Asian Australian or Australian Asian. Average height of James Wan is 5'6". I think he's much shorter than that. He's very small and very like slight. He was almost as small as like Daniel Radcliffe, where I could have just picked him up and taken him with me. And the Asian people that I have met in my life either have like a slight kind of like various sort of Asian accent to them, but for the most part, American. So when he started talking and an Australian accent came out, my brain could not handle it. I couldn't process it for a few minutes. I was just kind of like, was an Australian living in Asia or Asian living in Australian? He is of Asian descent and I think born and raised and lived in Australia. Was Saw his first movie? Okay, so he was well known for like Saw and whatever early movies they made with that. But didn't he also do like what was the one with the little ventriloquist puppet? Not the one from Saw, but like he did another one like something boy. Claw thinking, please brain, don't make me say crikey or anything. It's all good. Could have been much worse than crikey. Dead Silence, or just the boy. Yeah, Dead Silence was the puppet, and the boy was something else. But he was in that horror universe with Lee Wannell and some of the other guys from like the ABCs of Death and that stuff. Shrimp on the Bobby? No, I'm not doing it. Anyway. He was pretty well known. And the other actors and stuff were pretty well known too. So we had Lily Taylor, we had Ron Livingston, which is the guy from Office Space. We had, I can't think of his name off the top of my head now, but he just played opposite Jason Momoa in Aquaman. And we had... Why don't you go back where you come from, Jamaica? No, and we had... and Loudermilk, yeah, that too. Dead Silence messed you up. Everything in my room shut off after I finished it. Ooh, yikes. Yikes. I hate when that stuff happens, but it's also kind of cool. What's up, subject? Welcome in, friend. How are you? How have you been? What you playing these days? What you up to? But then also in Conjuring is Vera Farmiga. And Vera Farmiga and the other guy, I can't think of his name, who played the paranormal investigators in the Warrens. Anyway, I was on the set visit, on the set of Conjuring, and they had actually built much of this stuff out. So like the whole house they basically built, including the basement where a lot of stuff happens in the Conjuring. Now it's funny that we're talking about height. Being 6'3" and being in a basement meant for like maybe 6 foot tall people maximum, my head was basically like in the rafters as we're walking around down here. So it's Ed and Lorraine, True American Heroes. Thank you. So we're walking around, and there's a lot of like production people moving stuff around, and they're getting ready for the next shot, and the producer's taking us through, and this why he's like, let's get in real quick, and you guys can take a look at it, and then we'll get you back, and we'll be able to talk to the cast and all that stuff. So it was a little chaotic. They're like rushing us around, and I'm ducking under the rafters in this basement that's like super creepy to begin with. I'm trying not to touch anything because it's a live set, but we want to also like see stuff, and we're kind of being taken back and forth, and the set people are like, who are you guys and what are you doing here? And the producer's like, it's okay, we're taking them through. And our PR person's like, we've really got to get back. So we're all we're all flying around the place. And at one point they take us in one direction and then they immediately spin us back around. So I turned, and as I turn back around, I feel a couple of hands on my arm, and I kind of did that. And then I look, and right at elbow height for old Claw is Vera Farmiga's face. And she had stopped my elbow from smashing her face in by inches. Inches. Ruined the entire movie and probably my career. I just turned, and she was just like, oh, hey. It's like, oh, God. And this is before I really even knew her for anything. I think I saw her like up in the air maybe for that, and was like, I really don't want to smash your pretty face, Miss Farmiga. I'm so sorry. She just kind of like laughed, and I was like, oh, okay. But that's what happens in Hollywood when people are tiny and they put big dumb apes in small places. That's her moneymaker, and I almost shattered it. Could you imagine? You know how we were talking about parallel worlds and dimensions? Like, could you imagine the world in which I actually smashed her in the face? No Conjuring. They had to delay the shoot because of me? Because of me? Can you imagine? Yeesh. Elbow height for a lot of people. Yeah, Vissy, just don't stay behind me within my wing space. Life over. Career definitely done. Vera Farmiga never would have talked to me again. Not that she really did anyway. Chemicals from the bonds. Okay. Let's take one of these two. So that is my Vera story. She's very sweet afterwards. Like, nope. There was no, like... I doubt she remembers it at all, but... She almost caught an elbow right in the face. Yeesh. Bad average for Claw, blacking out, talking to Jamie Alexander and elbowing Vera. Yeah. I wonder what happened. I wonder what happened there on that couch. Anyway. So what happens when you're without glasses? I should put them back on. Alright, let's get to work, shall we? It's 9 o'clock. It's perfect game playing time. It's 9 o'clock.
Alright.
Yeah. I really, really, really need to write all these things down in a pseudo-memoir, just because, A, I'm probably not going to make any new versions of these stories. He had to step out, Robo. I told him I'd cover the stream for him. He had to step out. Subject, slow and steady, because I'm an idiot, and I die a lot, and I also talk a lot, and I don't play the game as much as I should. But other than that, good. I'm really enjoying it. It's hard, man. It's difficult. If I didn't have Mel kind of walking me through stuff, I wouldn't know where to go or how to find stuff half the time. But yeah, it's good. It's a good story. We're trying to find the main thing in this one, and you probably know. I don't know if you've played 2 or not. We're trying to find this device that basically creates a new Eden for our dying tribe. They're really laying it on thick. Like they're like, you need to get this thing because we're all dying, and you're the only one that can help us, which is great. Makes me feel like there's a time limit. You think that, but I watched an interview over Godzilla and asked her what the scariest moment of filming was, and she said, well, nothing's more scary than this one time I was on the set and this overly elbowed man was near me. Yeah. She probably used it, though, right? She used that as motivation. Because, believe it or not, Godzilla isn't real, and they can't put him on set when these actors have to act opposite Godzilla. So, they're probably like, think of like a large, ungainly, awkward creature that is dangerous just by moving its limbs around, and that's why you're in danger. And she's like, you don't have to say anymore. I got it. Perfect. I've had this exact experience. I don't want to be near his elbows. Vera on set. Yeah, she probably smiled and was like, "Heh." And then she's like, get rid of that guy's elbows. And that's how I lost my elbows. Godzilla isn't real? Why do you say such things? Did you guys watch -0 yet? Have you guys watched -0 yet? Traveling's good. Yeah, you don't have to live places. We were talking about that before. Like, you don't necessarily have to live places. Traveling's a good in-between. Try playing this so many times and never get anywhere. Ceiling Guy, I barely get anywhere because I jabber too much. But I wouldn't get anywhere without Mel. And, oh, -1, not -0? Oh, my God. Math is hard for me, okay? 0 minus 1 minus 0. Didn't you guys see the prequel, Godzilla -0? It's just Godzilla. It's just Godzilla. You watched it last week, Vissy? Did you like it? I hope you did. I really enjoyed it, and I kind of want to watch it again. And that was your first one? That's a good one to watch, because it's kind of old school. It really hits what Godzilla was originally about. And I've seen a lot of people saying this on Twitter. We had this conversation with Yesland last week, too, and some other folks in chat. You can have both flavors of Godzilla. You can have the big monster stompy stomp. I'm gripping my knuckle bones. I got a story about that, too. You can have big monster stompy stomp. But you can also have the, like, post-World War II allegory for nuclear destruction and fractured family units. Things like that. And I think that's cool that you can have both. And you can enjoy both, or you can, you know, favor one or the other. Spielberg apparently watched -1 like 3 times and was just thrilled with it. And if it's good enough for Spielberg, it's good enough for me. Right, good. Alright, so I think we got all our drugs. Let's save. Oh boy, I have some opinions on a general discussion about Godzilla. Tell me. I love subject opinions. I haven't heard them in a while. It's been a while, subject. Give me some new fodder. Give me some new grist to chew on. Spielberg doesn't know movies, though. Look at all them sips. Even you couldn't bring yourself to keep it to less than 3 sips. Oh, Vissy, did you say the husband doesn't like to travel? I mean, these days it's really tough. Godzilla represents the imperialist oppression. Or does it represent the Western walking nuke? Which one? That's alright, subject. Leave a you know what? Put it in Tangia. And let someone else voice your thoughts on Godzilla. I love subjects' take on stuff, though. Especially when it comes to, like, mecha, kaiju, EDF type stuff. Godzilla. Neither a god nor a Zilla. Discuss. Talk amongst yourselves. It's Coffee Talk with Ceiling Guy. Godzilla. Topic of discussion. Neither a god nor a Zilla. Discuss. Why don't they bring Coffee Talk back? Make a whole show about it. I'm willing to rant for a bit in VC if that's okay. In VC? In voice chat? You want to come on Discord voice chat? We can. It's going to be weird over Fallout, but we can. You know what, though? Honestly, I don't think my brain can take it. I don't think my brain can take it. It was hard enough for me to play Killer Clowns with Yesland. And now Mel's gone, so I'm on my own. Because I've been goofing around this whole time. Alright, Mel's gone. Good luck, Mel. Travel safe. I'm concerned. Oh, we had cheap viewers on Uto. Dear Kinawata. Dear Kinawata. I think Nightbot got that one, Weasel. So, you're good. You're good. Entered. Okay, so we're in the nuclear power plant. Thank you, Bissy. Watch your step here. You see someone whose skin has been very badly burnt. It seemed to be standing guard there. Oh, here we go. Actually talk to the receptionist, I guess. There's no cheaper viewer than me. I don't take my viewers' cheapness lightly. I don't know. There was a better way to say that. Hello, friend. I have to let you know that if anything goes wrong, any non-ghouls like you are going to be blamed. Okay. What if I turn into a ghoul? What about Lenny, my ghoul friend? I'm all verklempt over here. We should have a day of just chatting. Maybe subject. I'll schedule a Godzilla chat with you. I just don't think my brain can handle it today. Plus, we'd be interrupted by all kinds of Tangias and all kind of stuff. What are you playing these days? Are you still streaming? See what I mean? Here comes Gulo.
Society-destroying draconic entity, but did you also know they are a master of shilling for popular brands?
Hey, Trash.
In 1992, Godzilla and NBA star Charles Barkley faced off in a Nike ad. The commercial, which was filmed over the course of 8 days, was also adapted into a comic book. Also, Godzilla appeared in Dr. Pepper commercials in 1985. The soft drink was featured in the 1984 film The Return of Godzilla, and again in Godzilla 1985. What a silly goose, that Godzilla.
What a silly goose, that Godzilla. Subject, do you really want to compete with that? I know I don't. Do you really want to compete with that? What a silly goose, that Godzilla. Godzilla! I'll be careful. I'm looking for something. I wonder if you could direct me. What do you want help finding? The reactor control room, the supply room, the robot control room, or the reactor pit? Great question. How about all of them? Reactor control room is through the door to the right of the one you entered the building through. Just say it's over there. Just point. It's right there. I'll put it on your map. Just do that. Hold on. Then through a door at the end, past the yellow security door. And then, ooh, we have the yellow key card. Remember the yellow key card we picked up like 14 days ago? Still on cloud 9 from getting a picture with Adam Savage, David Tennant, Alex Kingston. Don't think I could have done your job. You fangirl too hard. It's weird. I definitely had some early moments where it was like, yeah, Gulo, you can if you want. Where it was like, I think it was just the anxiety of getting the job done right overwhelmed the being a fan of stuff. Does that make sense? And then as I met more and more people, it was a combination of like, oh, they're just normal people doing a really cool job. Or these people are assholes and they're not worth wasting time over. You know, it was literally one of those two things. It was either like, oh, they're cool, they're just normal people, or they're assholes who are full of themselves and they're not worth bothering with. It made the job much easier after that. But I still get nervous of like, for like planned phone calls. Like, I still get anxious. I had to call the utility company the other day, and I got nervous for that. And I'm like, I'm not talking to Guillermo del Toro in front of like thousands of people. I'm not like interviewing Ryan Reynolds live about Pokemon or anything, you know what I mean? Like, it's not a big deal, but I still get anxious about stuff like that. I don't know why. General anxiety, I guess. Yeah. But for the job stuff, I think part of it too was just like, this is my job. I'm being paid to be here and do that. So I'm not just, it's not, you know, it's not a fan convention. A fan convention, it's like you are paying to be there. So they should have the, wherewithal to like be professional with their fans, but also with the journalists and stuff. And I do, these days I put journalists in quotes. I never really considered myself one, but these days a lot of them are, it's the influencer culture more than anything else. That's still a big thing. So anyway. Subject, I feel bad that I cut you off in your Godzilla talk, and I feel like hopefully you're typing out a rant right now. I just can't handle the voice chat today. Okay, good. There we go. TLDR, I think general discussion is ruined by movie people who think Godzilla being serious is what dictates a good Godzilla movie, because they choose to ignore all the great Showa-era films, all the silly shit in the Heisei and Millennium series, just tourists being tourists. There is so much funny Godzilla, like drop-kicking stuff, flying across the screen, just doing fun stuff with the tokusatsu big monster suits and the scaled city battles and stuff like that. I think you can have a variety of Godzilla movies. Because it's more of a franchise, it's a character, you can have a variety of takes. Which I'm glad we have it. I don't think that -1... I think -1's a great movie. From a movie standpoint, from a Godzilla standpoint, and a character standpoint. I really enjoy the like MonsterVerse, Godzilla, Kong type movies. That's fine. Also, to answer your question, I've been playing V Rising. Oh, nice. Yeah, they had a new DLC recently, didn't they? Movie people. I think like movie Twitter especially kind of... It can get snooty and snotty. It can. And for why, of all things? Like any kind of subjective
No, I'm
group of things. It can get not clickbait as much as like just people being gatekeeping and snotty.
Shit. Sorry about that. A radioactive lizard standing at just under 400 feet, capable of completely decimating
average height
entire
of
cities,
Godzilla's.
only an elbow away from ending life as we know it.
Hold on, Robo.
The only savior we can call upon is the blue. light, lensed Clark Kent. By day, a bean-eating Sweeto gamer.
Sweeto?
By night, a facilitator of weird movie takes. My coffee is here. Take care.
Sweeto? Who knew Clark Kent was a Sweeto? Sweeto, Sweeto! Stuff. 1.0 came out. Oh, so that's like the actual release of V Rising. Was it in like early access or like not full official release yet? You Sweeto! Now, Robo, refresh my memory here. Clickbait you are pertaining to. I missed all that. I don't know what. I can't respond to it until I know what we were talking about. My goldfish brain let go of that conversation string probably 15 seconds before Robert Stack started ordering his coffee and calling me a Sweeto. Interesting. Let me ask you something else. Hold on. I need a key card. I think I have a key card. SNL David Spade skit. Oh. Was that like his, Wabba, why? Wabba, why? Why did you gift scoliosis? Trash Hunter, welcome in, bud. I know you've been here for a bit, but I want to say, I think I just said trash earlier, and that seems rude. So welcome in. I hope you're having a good day, friend.
Yeah, well, you know, that's just like, your opinion, man.
No, I think it's okay to gift sub scoliosis. They need gift subs too, I guess. I just don't know what it was in relation to. Okay to prefer the more serious Godzilla movies. It is. Whatever your opinions are, like, man, that's like your opinion, man. But when you start telling other people what their opinion should be, that's when I have an issue. Real question is, why is that their name? That is a good question. Good question. Like, who jumped into Twitch and was like, gotta get scoliosis? We stand for scoliosis? Scott. Scottrick. Mr. Scottrick Evans, if that is your real name. I'm still here. I'm still here. Is that a deep cut? Is that from something instead of just Scott's Twisted Mind? Oh, I shouldn't have said Twisted. Oh, God, I'm making it worse. See, now Trash Hunter's nice. Trash Hunter did it nice. Gifted sub to Wabbajack. Ooh, a Scott sip emote would be good. Weasel getting in on this one too, apparently. Were you relieved when Ceiling Guy wasn't taken? I should have got there first. You would have had to been like Ceiling Guy 1, you know? You'd had been Ceiling Guy 1. Or Weasel underscore town. Ceiling underscore guy, you know? And it just wouldn't work. It just wouldn't work. Me think me own words good. Good work, Scott. It's a popular name. So many Ceiling Guys out there. Just think of all the Ceiling Guys. Trash, thank you again. Wabba, welcome in. I am still working on new badge art for you folks with the fists. What do you think about, so for the badge artwork, what do you think about the fist holding? Nicely done, yes. Unless you have scoliosis.
That's a 10.
What do you think about the fist holding various weapons as your next levels up? The whole idea with the fist to begin with was the emotes are separate, but yeah, I'm working on those too. What do you think about the badge holding various weapons? I just didn't want it to be like or the fist holding various weapons as the badge. You want to time it with my idea? I don't know what that means. The fist holding different TTS people? I don't know how that would work. I thought about like the different colored stuff, but that's like the, I don't want to say lame or lazy or boring, but those words work. They're the low effort versions of that. And it doesn't, there's nothing about it that is kind of like progressive, I guess. You know what I mean? Simple and easy to recognize. It is, but there's nothing that like suggests a progress. I don't know. For stuff like that I could do on my own. You know, I could drop a circle behind the fist and make it different colors as people go. But that's a low effort version of it. I kind of wanted to do something a little cooler. So I thought maybe like the gauntleted fist, but with like a knife, and then maybe like nunchucks, and then maybe a giant link from Robo Blake that's a Google search paste. I should just make a badge that. I should just screenshot that cube of text and just make that the new badge. If you've been here for like 5 years. No, you're good, bud. I do that all the time. That's a t-shirt idea. Yeah, for real. That is. All right, so what is that one? What do we got here? The mouthy receptionist won't let MC hand. Is that what I'm clicking on? It just took me to a variety of... Hold on, the second one, I guess. The second one. I don't know if I want to click on this.
And you have an appointment or you...
Well, no, he just said to come by today.
Great, if you could just have a seat. It might be a while. You understand,
Phil
it's crazy
Hartman.
today.
Really? But it's only 9 a.m.
I know, if you could just have a seat.
But you've only been open for a minute.
I know, if you could just have a seat, thanks. Hi there, hi.
Yeah, I'm here to see Dick Clark.
Hammer,
And
what are you wearing?
Are...
Tell him it's
Ooh.
Hammer.
And he
Yeah, you're
would
right, yes.
know you because you...
Oh, I got you,
You
Robo.
know, Hammer time.
Hammer time.
I hate this cropped
Is that a
bullshit,
TV
though.
show or
I know it's
something?
TikTok
I don't-
stuff, but
You know, you
and
might have
YouTube
heard my
shorts,
song. Boom,
I hate
boom,
this.
boom, 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 boom. Can't touch this.
I'm sorry, I don't really listen to
No,
much
Cleve, I'm still here.
music. More of a reader.
Oh, never mind, forget it.
Would you be a lamb and take your foot off that? Thanks.
Close up
You
on
know,
his
staring at
sweaty
me like
face.
that isn't going to get you in any faster. And you have an appointment or you...
I'm sorry, Robo. Like, it's good and it's funny. I was just so distracted by the YouTube short of it all that I'm mad. I'm turning into one of those movie guys. All that unused space. I'm more of a reader. I don't know if any of that humor would land on the children today. No, you're good. You're good. Cleve, I'm still here, friend. Did I disappear for you? Okay, hold on. We've done literally nothing today. I think Jeremy has a key. The guards at the security doors have keys. Some of the people that live here in the reactor. I think I have a yellow key card. No, you didn't, Robo. You're fine. You're fine. Everyone's fine. Let me ask you something else. You're back, huh? Take a wrong turn? I never left. I know it's been a while. Because whoever's controlling my decisions has just been talking about random stuff for the last 45 minutes. But I promise. Go watch some Honest Game trailers. No, that you know I don't like that. You know I can't stand the way they talk. Hate it. Ceiling guy, get that pressure release valve going, bud. Everyone's fine. Everybody's fine. I missed the train apparently. Watch this beast. Thanks, Vissy. Which bean would you like, dearest? Dearest Squishmallow Vissy bean. Which one would you like? Which one do you want? Saga, it's the same every day. Thank you. The funny thing is, Vissy, here where it says, I do need directions, I thought it said distractions. I thought it said distractions. Progress is for nerds. You want original bean style? Okay. Scott, what the hell, robot, that is one long-ass link, don't you... Oh, what the hell, Robo, that is one long-ass link, don't you know you can shorten them? That thing is clogging up the chat and frankly is an eyesore and you should feel bad and maybe, I'm not sure what happened there. I think a stray U got stuck in there. Maybe even think about leaving the chat channel and Twitch altogether until you get your shit together and then maybe you can come back maybe. It was pretty good except for that one stray U. Maybe. That threw me off, bud. That one U just tripped me up completely. My brain couldn't get around it. Maybe? Maybe? I kind of hope that link goes somewhere, though. It's too late, Asaga. It's too late. Scott, you do forget that Robo has a sword here, though. I know you're not used to that. I know you're not used to it. You're not used to it. That's kind of on you, though. That one's a whoopsie. Tee-hee. Robo remembers. Oh, hold on. We need glasses for this. I've never had a bean with glasses before. Hold on. There we go. That was a weak timeout. He's back. It was more to just like, oh, this one should be nice. It was more to just swing that sword in his face. You know, this should just be a nice cherry. I don't think it's like blood or anything. It should be fine. The bean has glasses? Is that cute or is that weird? Is it cute? Is it cute? Tiny clown nose? Yeah, pay me $5 for it. You can have it. Pay me $5 for this digital clown nose. You can have it. Here we go. Cutely weird. I'm fine with that. Yeah, that's a nice cherry. Warm it up. Roll it around. Cover the 9,000 taste buds. Mmm. That sweetness. That cherry. A smooth sugar. That's a 10. Listen, if I gotta eat these shitty beans, I'm gonna have some fun with it at least. I'm done, Rod. I mean, I'm trying to be done. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, Rod just furiously smashing the mute button. That's a 10. Thank you, Vissy. Scott, did you just copy pasta? No. All I saw was distracting claw, you are welcome. Should I read that one? What the hell, Robos? A long ass length, don't you know you can shorten them? That thing is clogging up the chat and frankly is an eyesore and you should feel bad and maybe even think about leaving the chat channel and Twitch altogether until you get your shit together. And then maybe you can come back. Maybe there I fixed the U so that isn't distracting. Son of a bitch, Scott. Did you do that on purpose? Did you do that on purpose? So that isn't distracting? Claw, you're welcome. Did you do that one on purpose? Isn't? Or are we going to play this again? We're going to do it a third time. God damn it. You know, they had us in the first half. So what's funny about this? You guys know I'm an editor for my job. I'm also trying to write books for fun, for a living. I have a isn't right. That isn't right. Thank you, yes. I have like 46 reviews on that first book, which is really good. You guys know I'm trying to get to 50 for more like promotional stuff. But for the second book, I have a new 2-star review, which I don't mind if you have a good reason for leaving a 2-star review. Steve from the UK said that it was a good story, apparently not good enough for 3 stars, but that it had too many grammatical errors and typos. And I should learn the difference between their, T-H-E-R-E, and their, T-H-E-I-R. So that bothered me, I'm not going to lie. Was like, oh God, okay. I was like, wow, if it's really that bad to give me a 2 stars, even though you like the story, maybe I should go check it out. So while working last night and chatting with folks, I popped over to my manuscript files. They're an idiot for putting that there. Yeah, exactly. But I read so many of the theirs that my brain started like melt. That isn't distracting, Claw, you're welcome. Also, I fixed the is to it. Oh, you did it again. So it should be all good now. Last one for sure. I won't make any more mistakes. God damn it. I hope you're having fun. I hope you're having fun. I fixed the is to it. Not to an it. And the mistakes. These links are all taking me to Squishmallow sites. I should have become a is to it is been better no. Damn it. You guys. Hi Tilly, welcome in. Tilly, it's a mess. Scott's having fun. It's easy because he just has to copy and make slight changes. Yes, Weasel. Yes, thank you. Scott's having a good time with it. I see 2 typos, Scott. If you want to fix those too, we'll be good to go. I like that he keeps the whole first part of it, though. To poor Robo. So Robo's getting dinged every time, too. I'm just not reading it anymore. I do not. You don't have to do anything, but you can just rest on your laurels. You did great. You did great, bud. It's attached to Google. Yeah, that too. I kind of want to... Let me click this. I just want to see what happens. Where does it even go? Error. Okay, good. Thank God. If that took me somewhere, I'd be really upset. Rule 3, Claw, comedy. Yeah. Yeah. That was it. That was your last one. Oh, speaking of, let me finish the editing thought. So I went back through my manuscript, 300 pages worth. and I looked for every instance of there, and there, of which there were about, well, I only did THERE and THEIR, and there were about 800. Do you want to know how many of those 800 were actually incorrect? And there were a few, I'll give them that. You want to guess how many of those 800 were actually incorrect and I fixed them? Isalga, pretty close, 4. I'll split the difference between you and Vissy, 4, which is 0.5% error rate, which I think is pretty damn good. And honestly, I will blame some of it on my, some of the way this one was written was me like thumb typing on my phone in like a Google Doc. And the phone changes words, Google Doc changes words. Yeah, 4 too many for that guy, apparently. Yeah, exactly, Vissy. That's what bothered me. Like, if it was the type of thing where it was like, you know, a ton of them were wrong and they were like stumbling over it as they were reading, but like 4 instances in an entire story, like, okay. And you actually said good story, and you gave me a 2? Come on. Come on. I'll take a 3. A 3's fine. Or a 2 if you're like, I paid money for this and I absolutely hated every word of it. Like, that's also fine. Yeah. It just bothers me. Read everything that guy has done, circle all the errors with a red pen. I used to do stuff like that. I used to do stuff like that in people's tweets. When their tweets were just like disasters and they were like jumping on a typo or something. Next time you don't get them mixed though. Fair. It all gets difficult when I do the editing. Neuro coming in with that red pen. What's up, Neuro? Welcome in, bud. Hope you're doing well. How are you? We're not really playing games today. We're pretending to. So I did report the review and the rating just because I feel like it's not entirely accurate. I don't think Amazon's going to take that one down, but that's literally really all I can do. There's no reply. There's not anything you can do as far as like offer a refund or whatever. But I did report it just to be like, this isn't actually accurate, but that's fine. Working when I'm not. You're always working though. So yeah. Glad to hear you're good. How's little guy doing? Thank you for posting cat pics. It makes me and Peachy happy. And Peachy a lot. Peachy does love her cat pics. Kind of a long story, just to then ask me to take over as your editor, but yeah, I'll do it. If you want to take a pass at it, I'll happily let you. You offer a refund because you put the wrong theirs. For like the customer service side of things, if people really had an issue with it, if I had an option to do a refund, I'd be like, sure, that's fine. I'd rather have
Leave the land
No.
asked me, do you think it is okay that,
Yeah, that poor
Claw
Roomba.
mixes up there, and there, even once? Oh, absolutely. It's perfectly fine if you want to broadcast your illiteracy
Oh,
to the
no,
world.
Gladys.
Why should basic grammar get in the way of a riveting Fallout 2 stream? Let's just throw the English language out the window while we're at it.
Thanks, Gladys. Thanks, Cleve. Thanks, everyone. This is Guy's review. Is spoilt a word? In the UK, are my UK folks here? A good story is spoilt by a high number of typos / grammatical errors the author might gain from learning the difference between there and there. Which is, you know, unnecessarily harsh, I think. Like, calm down. And then, like I said, there were 4. Now, maybe they had an earlier pass where it wasn't as edited, because I did kind of have to rush this one out, and I did edit passes as I went, and updated it. The good thing is you can update them on Amazon pretty easily, and I did update again last night with those 4 out of like what 80,000, 90,000 words. Those 4 words corrected, and there's probably some other stuff, you know, that's in there too. But like a 2, come on, dude. Come on, dude. I'm not backed by like Macmillan or Penguin or anything. Like, I'm doing it all myself. It ain't that bad. It ain't. Yous ain't that bad. Hey, do you want to play the game? Neuro, are you playing anything these days? Do you have time to play anything? Pretty terrible, ain't it? Ain't it? What's wrong with ain't it? You guys don't like ain't it? What's wrong with ain't it now? Oh no. Can I not use ain't it? You back, huh? Take a wrong turn, you get you confused between your theirs and your theirs and your theirs. I play Interior Decorator Simulator. I saw people getting so salty on Twitter about it, and like, do they have nothing else to do? I thought what you were doing looked very nice and very homey and quite lovely. We just been decorating stuff in our place, and Peachy's done a great job of making it look like a home that you would love to have people come over to. And then, but if you, God forbid, you put any of that stuff on social media, how do you get mad at a foyer? What's wrong with you? Thank you. It's a foyer. Relax. I don't know. It's a good foyer, but 2 out of 5 stars. This guy really has to learn his Art Deco from his Victorian era. He really does. He could learn a thing or two. It's spoiled. I say foyer. I don't think I would ever say foyer, even if that's proper. Y'all is one of the main words here. I hate it. You say foyer. I don't think I can say foyer. I say foyer. I don't know if it's right. I'm questioning everything now. It ain't foyer. It's not for you. It's for me. God, is it foyer or foyer? Neuro help. God, I hope someone doesn't make a bunch of accounts just to write more nitpicky reviews. That you can report, because that's like review bombing. It is foyer? Which one is it? Why is it not foyer? Maybe I've just never seen it spelled. I say foyer. 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 Hold on now. It's not for you, it's for yay. Now listen. Hold on, I'll bring it up on this computer. On this Google. Because it says, trying to say fort? We building a fort? What can you want to make a pillow fort, bud? Foyer is probably phonetically more accurate. Well, hold on now. Oh, DuckDuckGo actually has a translation pronunciation. Here, hold on. Oh no. It is Neuro. Go for yourself. How about for yo? Hold on.
Foyer.
Listen.
Foyer. 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 Foyer.
That's a hard R.
Foyer.
But the other pronunciation is foyer. Now damn it. Foyer. Foyer.
Foyer.
Foyer.
Foyer.
Scott? Weasel? Watch it. There's a couple streets here in Atlanta. Actually, now I'm getting them confused with Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh has a bizarre way of pronouncing things. So, like, what's up, Ryu? How are you? So, like, in Pittsburgh, there is a neighborhood called this. Yeah, Pittsburgh's not the best, but Atlanta has them too. Pittsburgh, 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 with a hard R. So how would you say that? North what? How would you pronounce that? Oh, why can't I think of the roads here? My mind is just blanking. Versailles, Versailles, Versailles. Right. That's French, so it doesn't count. But that's not how Pittsburghers say it. It's North Versailles in Pittsburgh. It should be Versailles, but it's Versailles. So, idiots. Yeah, mainly. North Versailles? Yep. Yep. North Versailles. We have, oh my God, why can't I think of it? It's another, like, it should be a French or a Spanish pronunciation. I will, knee-jerk reaction, I'd probably say Louisville if I was, like, saying it, but I've also said Louisville, just like Louisville. But probably Louisville, like a Louisville Slugger. I'd probably say it that way. But I've also heard Louisville. Pittsburgh's general IQ is pretty low. How dare you? Louisville. I would just say LVL. Louisville. But honestly, probably Louisville. No, Robo, because that's a whole thing down here in the South too. And if Peachy was here, she would have a different pronunciation. Even pronunciation, people say pronunciation. Louisville. Pecan. There's pecan, pecan, and pecan. Nobody says pecan. Pecan. What are we doing? Why are you offended? You're in Eastern Pennsylvania. Fair, Weasel. That's fair. Pecan pie. Feeling a bit peckish. Need a bit of brekkie. Get yourself some pecans with some... Have some pecans in your foyer. I still will say foyer. It's pecan in Tilly's house. Pecker pie. No, not that. Have some pecans in your foyer. I'm going to say foyer. I don't think there's anything wrong with foyer. Hold on.
Foyer.
Other voice says foyer too.
Foyer.
What if we do it slow?
Foyer.
I don't know why there's a slow button for this.
Foyer.
Foyer. How about entryway? Yeah. Do you have a Pittsburgh pot in your basement? Yes. The Pittsburgh toilet? Yeah. Pittsburgh houses that have a basement, which is most of them, just have a toilet out in the middle of the floor, sometimes off to the side, but they just gotta.
Foyer. They
have a Pittsburghers? Yeah. Yinzers. You never heard of that till recently? Yeah, I know why it was a thing. At least what I think it was because when the folks came back from the mines or the mills, they were filthy. So they would come in through the basement entrance and then just use like a big slop sink there to just wash up and then just use the bathroom, use the toilet without ruining the upstairs
Versailles and Louisville.
Here we go.
Well, look at you getting all fancy. All right, listen up. Foyer is pronounced like foyer. Versailles ain't Versailles, it's Versailles. Like you're tired of everyone's nonsense. And Louisville ain't Louisville, it's Louisville. All mashed together. Got it? Now get back to that Fallout 2 stream. And make sure Dr. Claw MD doesn't blow themselves up.
Did you write all that out, Weasel? Or was that actually from Sam? Either way, I'm impressed. One way I'll be impressed with you. The other way I'll be impressed with Sam. Damn it. Weasel, I really wanted to be impressed by you. Next time, lie to me, please. Just lie to me. It's fine. I'd rather you lie to me. AI wins! I just submitted the question. Weasel, lie to me next time, please. Animals in the foyer. Neuro, you see what you started here, bud? You see what you started? You forget how frightening Tangy is? You missed... Well, round 2, I guess. Is there not a cooldown on that, Claw? What are you doing? I'm gonna change that. Why is there not a cooldown for that? Ryu, don't you get in on this. Hold on, Ryu. You're going too fast. I'm to time you all out.
All right.
God damn it. All right. All right. Okay. Okay. One more, probably. There's Gulos.
Now?
Neuro, I love it. You just walk in, you drop a chaos bomb, and you go back to your foyer. Enjoy your coffee, bud. Tilly? Oh, hold on. I probably have to refresh Tangy on OBS. You guys. Gulo, I hope you're enjoying this too. I think you started the whole animals win nonsense. Weasel, I've gotten almost no stream done because of this stream, so are we good? Everybody get their wiggles out? You guys get your wiggles out? Budness, welcome in. Budness, welcome in. I hope you got some good sleep. Hello, Mrs. Doubtfire. You get your damn wiggles in? You guys still have a,
Now?
You still have a secret word.
This is epic.
Do I have to put cooldowns on all these? You guys learned all the wrong lessons from DP's chat. They've been teaching you wrong.
This extraordinary creature is half blind, half deaf,
Fissy.
and this is just about as fast as it can move.
How did none of these have cooldowns? Now I gotta do all this.
Don't do it to me. I beg you. No.
No, you're getting cooldowns. You're getting cooldowns. I have a hard enough time playing the damn game without Disco Duck Hunt Dog interrupting me. Thank you, Tiffy. Tiffy, I hope you're enjoying your snack.
Oh no! Oh no!
I love Maurice. You were here for most of the last stream? Can't guess.
Well, pardon me, Mr. Perfect! I guess I forgot that you never ever make a mistake!
Neuro just came in, left the door open during a hurricane.
Oh!
No!
Well, pardon me, Mr. Perfect!
Why is that twice?
I guess I forgot that you
Cool
never
down
ever
that
make
too,
a
I guess.
You
You
know
guys
how
are
easy
giving
this
me...
is for me? Do you have any idea how easy this is? This is a joke.
You guys are giving me good reasons to put these cooldowns on.
All right.
Damn it.
I guess I forgot that you never ever make a mistake!
Where is it? There it is. Damn Chad wiggling around. Okay, that one's next. Mrs. Doubtfire, you're next.
on.
Bitch Tears, you're up next.
Cry.
You're in the queue.
Bitch
I'm gonna set this to 100 minutes. Hold on, Robin. I'm getting to you.
Well, now, it's not ugly. It's just,
Charlie.
you know, it's unique.
Charlie's in the queue.
It's crime.
That one's fine. It should have a cooldown. Oh my god, there's not even any chats in chat. It's just nonsense.
Sing the berries and cream
It's
song.
just nonsense.
Surrender.
Look at that combo.
Berries and cream.
That's a great combo. That one was really good. I like when they work together. Literal tears streaming down my face. This is chaotic. Budness, welcome in. It's been pretty much this all day today. We've done nothing. We've got nothing done. Not a damn thing.
Yeah.
Not a damn
well,
thing.
you know, that's just like your opinion, man.
Budness, I started in the town we are currently in, and literally all I did was walk up and to the right. And that's it. This is all because you nearly elbowed Vera Farmiga in the face. Sitting here naked looking at my wiener. Thank God for Mulder coming back in to reorient things. No, DP's not retiring. He's taking a vacation to Montana. It's just become a joke in the channel that he's never coming back. Haven't watched in a long time. He's been good lately. He's been, I mean, sober helps, but he's been consistent with his schedule. He's still, I think, in my opinion, playing way too many games. He's playing like 5 or 6 games at the same time.
It's over 9,000!
9,000 games at the same time, which is a lot. Tiffy, that was a very cute response. Thank you for that. Twitch, don't people retire and then do Twitch? I don't know, man. I wouldn't mind... you think they're going to have like a Twitch nursing home category?
Foyer.
You think they're going to have that? It might be. Work problems? All good, Robo. I think chat got their wiggles out. There better be. Yeah, there might be. Okay. Game. Play game. Mel's gonna be back soon. We gotta make some progress, right? Mel's back? Oh god, Mel, we did so many things, like we talked to the receptionist. And we did some cooldowns. Mulder, I wish.
All right.
Does he really cleave? Ooh, the English dub? I'll sustain myself from retirement by playing Mario 3 with my wrinkly boobs out. You and me both, Tiffy. You and me both. When did girls disappear with your money? Wait, what? Yep, Neuro 2. We're going to be all 3 of us just sat there, passing the controller back and forth. Wrinkles out. I thought I saw people living here. Is that safe? The 9,000 came from a meme. I don't know, man. I mean, and maybe it's one of those like Nelson Mandela effect kind of things, right? The Mandela effect. We can do that, Mel. We'll play a little Super Mario. Also, maybe it's the Mandela effect. I could have sworn it was always 9,000. Could have sworn. But you're asking me to go back like 30 years, so I don't know. Isn't that the thing, Weasel? Yes is going to join just for funsies. Yes is going to be our couch bud. Borderlands when you get old. Why wouldn't you play it now? What I really want, I want like a full immersion VR system where you don't have to have a controller or anything. You just use your mind bullets. And you control your character through the power of your mind. 30 years, you asking me to go back to my college days? You young buck. Man, let's see. But that would have been like early. Mulder, did you leave that Did you leave that review on my Amazon page, Mulder? Are you the one who did it? Mulder? You leave me 2-star reviews? I do want Cyberpunk, I do actually. Apple's coming out with that. I don't like what Apple's doing right now. We had a 2-star review on Amazon, Mulder. Somebody didn't like my 0.5% grammatical errors. No, Neuro, I said that and then I had to do my math and was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I graduated 20 years ago. Claw, which is less than 30. Yep, that's pretty much what my brain does on a daily basis. Yeah. I wouldn't do that. That's not funny. It's not my shtick. I love the moments of Mulder when Mulder is like earnest. Like earnest, salt of the earth, good guy Mulder. Because I was genuinely joking. I don't think Mulder would do that. Mulder's very supportive here in the channel. But when I call him out to be like, did you do that review? He's like, no, I swear I didn't do that. I would never do that to you. Like, Mulder, good guy Mulder. Yeah, Rod, we were talking about it earlier. Yeah. 23 years to be exact. No, Weasel, that's when I went to college. Graduated in 2005. Dupped, I said dupped. Mulder's dad jokes. They're good. I love Mulder's energy. Big Mulder energy. Let's see. Back in the game, we tend to like the background radiation leakage here. The glowing ones really like it. None of us would feel very well without it. Background leakage. Go see a doctor if you have background leakage. Vissy, you might be. You might be. Mulder would leave a fake review of 5 stars, and I wouldn't... I don't encourage that, but I also wouldn't be mad at it. 25 years ago, Budness. We're all of a piece, yeah. Weasel... I don't know how to take that comment. I don't know how to take that comment, Weasel. Let's see. I wouldn't worry unless you plan to stay here for more than a couple of weeks. Well, the length of time I've been talking here, I've probably already stood here for a couple of weeks game time. Most of the radiation that has the reactor leaks goes into the coolant water. We pump that back underground. A little bit that leaks above ground just feels good to us somehow. That doesn't sound so bad. Let me ask you something else. Mel, so we have a yellow key card. They said we needed a yellow key card to get like the reactor control room. Is that where I'm supposed to be going here? I need directions somewhere else, bud. Supply room. Budness was not Mr. before he achieved his Bud degree. He had to get that degree to become Mr. Mr. Bud. Supply room through the door to the left of the one you came in. You need to talk to Jeremy in there if you want to get supplies. Alright. So we got supplies, we got control room. How about robot control room? Don't know why you'd want to go there. Damn maintenance robot hasn't worked right in years. Maybe we can fix that. Oh, we're not supposed to, though. We're not supposed to fix that. Just past the reactor control room, though. I need directions somewhere else. And the reactor pit. Mel, which of these am I supposed to be going to? Reactor control room, supply room, robot control room, reactor pit. Reactor pit is just past control room and then past Festus's room. You're going to need a red key card. I don't have a red key card. Rod, were you here for the foyer conversation? Neuro has a lovely foyer/foyer, but it derailed chat into some crazy places. This place is a puzzle, several pieces to visit in a specific order. Do you want a copy pasta guide? No, if that's the case, let me wander around. But if there are things that I should not do, you can let me know those so I don't goof it up and actually like whatever. Let me find this Twitter post. It was so weird, Neuro. Like of all the things, man. Like it's the same thing with that Derek guy, I think his name is, like the fashion guy, like men's fashion. People get so weird about the like most like mundane / like just nice things. Just be nice. Just don't say anything. Neuro had a nice picture of the decorations of the foyer. Derek Gailey's, maybe that's what it was. I think I had to mute him because he kept popping up in my stream, and I was like, okay. You can only goof up by fixing the place, which I gave you a fat chance in hell to pull off accidentally. Okay, cool. So have fun. Oh, yeah, Weasel had some wild graduations recently. Yeah, you can either like the post, comment on how much you like it or whatever reason. Oh, nice. Yes, I didn't get that because I couldn't remember the rest of the thing. But well done. It's funny. I get it. Good job. Yes, Liam. By the way, we started watching Baby Reindeer, so I'll circle back to that in a bit. You're welcome. And if you don't like it, like if you don't like Neuro's post, move on with your day and your life. Move on. People are so strange, man. I'll never understand them. I need a key card. How do I get it? Jeremy has a key. Guards of security doors have keys. Okay. Let's try to do it. Rod wrote a book. Alright. Reactor time. Let's go left first to the supply room just for fun. I think we can try to go to the robot room too. Can I get in here? Someone whose skin's been very badly burnt. Yeah, it's fine. Let's try to go to the supply room. It's kind of crazy. They're just letting me go wherever here. Get him, Mulder. That's alright. I already asked that Amazon take the review down. I don't know that they will, because they really have no reason to. Like, it's fine. It's valid review in the sense of, like, he's not being, like, super nasty or anything. It's just I disagree with I disagree with the reason for the 2 stars, that's all. Nothing warms these old bones better than a hefty dose of Rontgens. Great. A medical table. Table's very rusty. The drain in the center of the table is clogged. I don't know if I can repair this, but we'll try it. Oh, Vic's gonna come in and do it. Okay. Roz is more 50 Shades than Claw's Knucklebones. True. Vic, you gonna repair that or what, bud? I don't know if you can repair it, but I can do that. We'll get over there and do it. Are you gonna do it, Vic? Or are you just gonna kind of walk around? All right, you're just gonna walk around. Cardboard boxes. I'll leave a 5-star saying I like typos. Thank you, I think, Mulder. Thank you. Nothing to repair. It's just a prop. Okay, thanks. You never know with this game. I honestly can't tell what's gonna be. Empty metal shelves. Computer's broken. I doubt we can repair it, but let's try. So Vic will repair it if he can repair it. If not, then he'll just say stuff. Okay. Be funny a little bit in an inside kind of way. Yeah. It still makes me seem unprofessional, but honestly, who cares? A non-functional machine. Nothing in the desk. Okay. Maybe Steve is super OCD. The good thing about it is they read the book. I'll say that. They bought it, or maybe they picked it up for free, but they read it. They read it to the point that they noticed there were 4 typos, which apparently was like a ton for them. So I'm glad they read it. I don't understand the pathology behind, I read this story and I enjoyed it, but there were a couple typos in it, so I'm going to give it 2 out of 5 stars. That's what I don't get. And I know that this is a personal failing on my part, but like a negative review that picks out something that I had control over, I will weigh that 100 times as much as a positive review that reinforces my own thoughts or opinions of myself. You know what I mean? So like out of 100 reviews, if 99 are like, this was great, I enjoyed it, I'd be like, cool. And if one of them is like, this sucked, they're the worst writer I've ever seen, and everything was bad, and this was wrong, and this was that, that is the one I will focus on. And I'm trying to do better about that. I try to couch it in a way like, okay, well, if I can learn something from what they didn't like about it and I can improve for the next time, then great. But yeah. Why you got 2 stars? Steve's OCD deals with typos and things that come in 2s. Maybe you got 2 stars. So in Steve's mind, in UK Steve's mind, 2 was the highest of praise. Yeah. 2 out of 5 stars. That's what I don't get, Neuro. You know? I don't know. But it is what it is. Your main character is Ezekiel. Coincidence? If you read it, and I don't know if you have or not, but the Ezekiel in the story comes more from biblical Ezekiel rather than streamer Ezekiel. 2 stars, 2 thumbs up. Makes sense to me. It's on sale for $4. Actually, I think, Mulder, thank you. It's not on sale. It just is $4. Maybe I'll have a sale in a while. We'll see. He did leave too, so he likes something. He even starts with saying, like, good story. But then he says ruined by 4 typos. I don't know, man. Proofreading, this difference between there and there. The crazy thing, Cleve, as I was going back... Oh, did it, Mulder? That's weird. It shouldn't be, because there's the... Spoilt. UK Spoilt. There is the paperback, which is $9.99, and then the Kindle version is $4. But that should be... Yeah, that should be how it is. Amazon should not have anything on there that says it's marked down. Did you know there were only 4 instances of typos? What do you mean, did I know? When I went back through the entire book and basically did a spot check again, then yeah. Shame you can't comment on reviews. I leave a comment on his review with 4 to 5 typos specifically. I'm kind of glad they don't have a reply system for Amazon, because that would be a clusterfuck. Like, think Facebook is bad? You think Twitter is bad? Amazon, where actual money is being exchanged for goods and services, and you really can't trust a lot of reviews because you don't know if they were bought and paid for or if they're from a competitor, things like that. I'm kind of glad they don't have that. It also would keep me from being like, actually, you know, and getting super sensitive about it. I did report it, though, because I feel like it is not, and this is just, I don't think anything is going to happen. I reported it just to be like, come on. But I don't think Amazon is going to see it that way, and that's fine. That's okay. I'm okay with it. Oh, you're fine, Mulder. I just wanted to make sure that that Amazon wasn't misleading people. That they do weird stuff with their presentations sometimes. There were only 4. Thank you, Weasel. 4 typos, you ruined your experience. You aren't reading a book for the content. You're looking for that shit. Yeah, and then to go out and like leave that comment on it. You know? Like, I would have taken a 3 and not thought twice about it. Like, okay. But thank you to Steve, because it gave me the heads up that there were still some typos there. So I went back and I cleaned them up, and now there shouldn't be any. The funny thing is, for you folks who either have early versions of the digital or you have the print version, it's going to be a little different, because I have made some like slight changes and stuff. Clearly dealing with a douchebag. Thanks, Steve. It's okay. It's okay. Thank you guys for letting me vent about it. The good thing is... Oops, typoed your name. A-hole. I don't know why I censored myself there. Aristotle says, dude looking through it with a highlighter in hand, hire Steve as an editor. Maybe that's what they're angling for, yeah. Sell some autograph books on Amazon? I could do that. That's a good idea, Mulder. Clark Kent doesn't curse, it's true. Give the people what they want. I do have some copies that I still owe to some of you guys. Mulder, I don't know if you requested paperback versions. Did you? Because I had the new artwork for the first book, and I have copies of the second book, and I've been mailing them out. Whisper or on Twitter or Discord, wherever you want, autograph them to Mulder. I will. I'd need your address, though, to mail them. On all of them. I don't think I sent yours out. Did I, Vissy? I don't think I did. Be nice to Mulder. To Mulder, be nice to Mulder. Okay. Number 6, America. You haven't gotten it. I have to check. Vissy, you might have been in my second grouping because I had to order more books. I need to do that too. Maybe tomorrow I'll get that done finally. This is Jeremy, by the way. Oh my gosh, Jerry West died. Wait, why do I know that name? Jerry West's comedian? You got the digital ones on Becky's Kindle? Yeah, but you guys supported me early, so I like to send you a little something like autographed. Oh, basketball player. I didn't know. I can see him, but for some reason my brain did not connect. Guy that made the NBA logo based on it. Wow. White guy Duncan. That white guy Duncan. Ordered whole 10 copies of my book. Nice, Rod. Thank you for reading my book. There was only 4 typos. Cleve. After talking with Amazon, their refund department, T-H-E-I-R. T-H-E-R-E was only 4 typos. Cleve. Awaiting UR request. I apologize for the inconvenience for the typos that were left there within the book. I will try harder to meet your expectations. Cleve, I hate it. After reading 800 instances of there, my brain turned to mush, and I could no longer recognize the difference between them or among them. It was like all the words were just mushing together at that point. When you read the same words 800 times. It was pretty wild. Made the NBA logo and one of the best executives ever. Rip Jerry West, a real one. I'm sorry I did not know him. By the way, my name's Jeremy. I'm in charge of All Powerful Supply Cabinet here. Keep track of all stored supplies. All powerful. Okay, maybe not all powerful. It's pretty damn important. What do you want? I need something from storage. It was good, Cleve. It made me sad. There, little one. There. Thank you. Welcome in, Joe.
I said I feel like singing.
Why didn't that work? Why didn't that work? I thought we had a Joe command. Do we not have a Joe command? What the heck? Soon Knucklebones books autographed to Mulder are going to start popping up in Swedish thrift shops. I'm fine with that. I could have sworn we had a Joe command. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's a capital. Weird. Joe knows. Joe knows. No, Joe's the only one who knows it. Gifted you your first ever sub. That's nice. From Joe to Mulder and a gift to all of us. A gift to all of us. How's it going, Joe? I hope things are going well. I hope that computer situation got sorted out. By the way, Jeremy says, if you want something from storage, you need the request authorization form. Do you have a request authorization form? No. Where do I get it? Yeah, it's just Joe. Bo knows baseball. Joe knows Twitch. You're waiting for the part, but you started the build. Friend had to wait for the cooling parts to arrive. That was the main thing that... Oh, no, you cooked your card, right? Wasn't it like your 3080? Only works for Joe. It's Joe's code. That's it. Keep us posted, man. I'd like computer building stuff. Maybe someday when I get a little extra money and time, we'll finally do a real upgrade to the desktop PC and do it from scratch rather than this piecemeal Frankenstein thing that I have. Oh, the 1080 went up. Yeah. Okay, so you do have a functional PC. That's good. It just sucks that you have to wait for the new stuff. Did you get another 1080 or did you try to upgrade it? Yeah, I'm glad you can still get in that. Can the 980 work for the Final Fantasy stuff? Just not as cranked on the graphics, I would imagine. You get one from Harold back in the settlement. Okay, Harold's a buddy. He might give us one. You get one from Festus right here in the main reactor control room. I don't care who you get it from, as long as you get it. No request authorization, no parts. That's the way it works. Okay. So we can try Festus. I'm assuming one of you guys over here is Festus. Let's go up here first. What do you mean I can't get there? Of course I can. I'm going to close this door just in case they don't want me stealing this stuff. And we're going to save it. Just in case they get super upset. Now, hopefully, they're not going to be aggroed by me walking back through this door. Actually, you know what? Let's pop this gun away. I feel like we don't need to have the gun hanging out. God, I hope they have better supplies than this actual. This place sucks. Alright. New PC will have a 4070. Nice, dude. 980 works great for Final Fantasy. No issues. Don't have to adjust your graphics. Nice. It's really good to see what the older cards can do. Like, you don't necessarily have to buy the latest and greatest. The NVIDIA folks want you to, but you don't necessarily have to do it. You can kind of push the system. Then again, Joe's system did burst into flames last time, so, you know. Be careful what you do out there, I guess. But okay, so Harold's Festus isn't over here. Festivus for the rest of us. Ceiling Guy and Mulder on the same page. Didn't work for Test Drive's Solar Crown. Clown? Solar Clown? Oof. GeForce is cheaper. That's what I've got in my, well, it is NVIDIA, though. Right? GeForce is still NVIDIA. Or do you mean you use, like, the cloud, NVIDIA cloud processors? So that way you don't have to have your own. It's just fine. Still using it 1080. It's just fine. Nice. Yeah, I think I've got like so this one has a oh shoot, I forget what the GPU is in my laptop, but I have two on my desktop. One is just the onboard, like whatever the Intel super basic baked in motherboard GPU is, and then I bought another one that was like a 9, it might have been like a 980 or something like that, but it wasn't for anything super intensive. I kind of needed the second monitor, and I wanted to be able to play some basic PC games on there too. It used to be Smokin' Joe in 1982. Changed it when I quit smoking. Didn't play on the PC, taking up that mantle. Yeah, we missed that. We were also like upset for you that the thing burst into flames, that we didn't even we didn't even recognize the smokeless aspect of it. Robo, yes. What's going on, bud? Feel free to vent. The Ghost of Smokin' Joe. $20 a month to use a 4080. Yeah, so how many months would that take you to like equal the cost of one? Because aren't they still like multiple thousands of dollars? So like, it would take you years to have the equivalent of one, and by the time you would pay that, their next one would be out, and it would be another couple $1,000s anyway, right? So yeah, that seems like a pretty good deal. What's up, Cyrus? How are you, friend? Happy Wednesday, welcome in. The Ghost of Smokin' Joe sounds like a tale told on Hey Arnold by Wheezin' Ed. Community manager who doesn't read his emails, and he done fucked up. I feel like you can't get away with that if you're a community manager. That's kind of like, that's part of the deal, bud. You gotta be up on stuff. It is a good deal. Blech. Ooh, what are you? Big Book of Science, gimme. Let's read this stolen book. Read it. Let's get our science up. Well, Robo, at least you can not have to worry about that, hopefully. I learned new science information, y'all. Neuro would be proud of me for learning the new science. That's good science. Someone smack my case manager and get them to read my emails too. You have a case manager? What's a case manager? Guys, you need to move, please. Sulik, you need to move more, bud. No, you don't move back to where you just were. Sulik, buddy. My good naked dude, you got to get out of the way. Thank you. Good Lord. Gary, read Tilly's emails. Yeah. You learned science. Thanks, Neuro. For your consideration. Hold on. I didn't mean to do that. Never mind. If I would have had better timing, I would have been able to click on the for your pronunciation, but it's over there. Mulder, don't mess with me! You're messing with my head. I'm second guessing everything I've ever done. Not there! There! I'm so upset by Steve. Steve, what did I do to hurt you, bud? Been a month, even with follow-ups, and never get responded to. Tilly, what are you...
Go on. Cry. Cry your little bitch tears.
Thanks, Gulo. Thanks, Gulo. You found Steve? Weasel is Steve? Weasel wouldn't do that to me. Because if I'm successful selling books, that means Weasel gets to benefit from that too. Weasel wouldn't do that. Just like you wouldn't do that. Done with breakfast, starting to feel better. And now, a donut. Donut sounds good, bud. Donuts were one of the puzzles, one of my daily puzzles that I do. It was one of the clues. Ooh, what are you? Tragic cards. Don't I already have these? So these aren't anything special. I thought they were special when we picked them up before. Wait, what are you? Oh, why did I not read that before? I don't even remember picking that up. Guns and Bullets magazine. Weird. Just picking stuff up off the shelves here. Jerky. Yeah, I don't think we need that. We're good. Important question that I need answered. I wonder if they don't even know the answer to. I don't even know what what the questions are for, Tilly. Can we help at all? Okay, so that was a supply room, but it really didn't seem like they had much there to offer us. Who's this? Check this rusty locker. Another yellow key card. Do we still have the one? No, that's fine. That'll keep me from having to get it back from one of my companions. I don't remember who has it. Guys, better? Who's this guy? I guess we're all atomic powered here. Oh, it's a glowing one. So, why did Fallout 3 decide to make all the ghouls into gobs, right? Fallout 3, I think, it must have been the first game. Well, no, because we had to fight ghouls in the Necropolis in Fallout 1. But it's interesting that some of them are normal. They talk to you. They're normal like NPCs. They're not aggressive. They're not enemies. But then all of a sudden in Fallout 3, pretty much every ghoul, some are feral. Like most of them, like 90% of them, if not more, in Fallout 3 are like shoot to kill. Gobs are people too. Yeah. Have you tried turning it off and on again? Oh, it's medical stuff. Yeah, sorry, Tilly. Ad starts in 10 seconds, by the way. If you guys are getting ads, I apologize, but they do keep the channel up and running, and they make Twitch happy, I guess. So there's that. Sorry, we'll be back in 3. Clue for the word of the day can be used as an adverb, pronoun, adjective, sometimes an interjection. Not an adverb. It would be weird if it was a pronoun. It's a stretch to be an adjective. And it would be a pretty funny interjection. So most of those were wrong, Mulder. It's definitely a noun. It would be a very funny pronoun. Everything's a pronoun these days. Nice, Cleve. Maybe on Monday it'll be there, or there. I don't think they'll let me get away with the apostrophe. I don't think they'll let me get away with a contraction. No. What's up, Wax? Hey, friend. How was Sworn? Sworn, right? Not Scorn. Did I get that right? Sworn or Scorn? Trump Claw 2024. I get to be VP? Okay. That's fine. Why not? Absolute power corrupts absolutely. So VP power only corrupts a little bit. Maybe it's because DC area in Fallout 3 hit by more bombs, so more ghoulies. That makes sense. And it might be, Aristotle, it might be like a timing difference too. I don't remember the timeline of from 2 to 3. And I think the games, and I believe the TV series kind of made this clear that like the longer the ghouls go on without drugs to like mitigate their response, the decaying radiation, you start to get more feral, I think, over time. So maybe that's why. Wow, Rod. Good point. No. Never mind. I reject the nomination. That's a good point, Rod. You bring up a good point. A good historical point. I suck ass at that game. I love it. What's Sworn? I could have sworn... did I really just say that? Could have sworn. I feel like I remember Zeke playing Scorn, but I don't know what Sworn is. You give me the TLDR? Politics bring out the best in people. The funny thing is, Rod wasn't even being like political. He was just like, hey, remember the thing that happened to his last VP? Do you want that? Oh yeah, never mind. Real talk in dangerous territory. What do you know about a potential mistrial? Which case? Which case? Like, which of his criminal complaints are we talking about? Cat of Nox, thank you for the follow, by the way. I did follow you back, as is my channel rule here. Watching ads, are there any more hints that I'm missing? Also, hello there. Can folks, can a mod or somebody nice say hi to Cat of Nox and tell him we'll be back in about a minute? The current case with the Facebook post. I don't know about the Facebook post. 3D Darkest Dungeon vibe of Sworn. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I dig that. That's cool. Thank you, Yesland. Thank you, Yesland. I'll try to pop back in and address them in a... No, don't listen to Scott. Not that they can hear me. Sworn's an action roguelike like Hades with multiplayer. So action roguelike, but sort of 3D Darkest Dungeon. I guess I'll have to watch it. Cell shading and edges work really well in 3D. I gotta check it out then. I can't process that visually. The multiplayer Hades-like that Zeke was playing yesterday, that wasn't the same thing, was it? That wasn't the same game. Or maybe it was. That looked pretty cool. Looked like a multiplayer Hades, which looked kind of nice. That is Sworn? Okay, well then I can see exactly what it is, because I watched it. Thanks, Cleve. I didn't realize that was the name of it. CT scan tomorrow is free. Vissy, I hope everything goes well. Rumblings that a juror's family member posted about a conviction on Facebook, so they're pushing for a mistrial. I still don't know which criminal case or even civil case you're talking about, Weasel. There's the he had his New York case where he was convicted but not yet sentenced of the 34 felony counts for the what do you call it? Sensitive documents. There is the Georgia election cases. I think there are multiple ones here, but the Georgia election interference stuff, which I think is, now that it's like on appeal and it's going to be delayed, that probably won't be settled or finalized until after the election, which will be interesting. There is the Stormy Daniels thing, which continues because he's an idiot and he keeps defaming. Or no, that's a different one. The Stormy Daniels thing was related to that. That was part of the 34 counts, right? I literally can't keep them straight. The one with the felony charges? I don't know if you can have a mistrial after the trial's over. You can argue stuff like that on appeal, but I don't know if you can have a mistrial after the trial's over. He's already been convicted. The jury has already weighed in. It's just sentencing now. Sentencing and appeal. Yeah, 34 counts is the porn star hush money thing. Right. Stormy's done. 3 more to go. Yeah. July 11th, last I heard, for the sentencing. Now, when you appeal something, then... yeah, then stuff like the Facebook post, I guess, might come into play. But if it was after the... deliberation and everything, then I don't know what the issue is. Anyway, he's got the election interference stuff in Georgia, which will be delayed till after the election, probably. Vera Farmiga. What about Vera Farmiga? What happened to her? Is she okay? Verify? What else has he got going on? I can't remember the writer's name that he was accused of like sexual assault, and he keeps defaming her, so he has to like basically keep paying money. You think, Scott? I feel like he's just going to be in like some cushy, I don't know, island resort somewhere. You enjoyed that more. They're saying the post was before the conviction. I mean, they can easily just look at that on the timestamp. So they're trying to pull the mistrial card because it was posted pre-conviction. I think that's all part of the appeal, though. Appeal court is all black females, and people were like, there's no shot. There's famously Diamond and Silk who love Trump. I don't know if you can reduce anything these days, especially in America, to, you know, race and or gender, because there's just so many people, so many diverse people from like a biological or whatever standpoint, but everybody crosses all kinds of demographics these days, and you really can't lump anybody into one particular group anymore. Trump flees to Russia? He might. Don't understand how the GOP thinks him as a candidate is a good move. It's just about whoever's going to get them, keep them in office, keep them in power. That's it. So if they decide that he's the guy to go with, they'll all get behind him again. Even though I think like 90% of his former cabinet members were like, nope, won't do that again. A dream where Trump flees the U.S. to stay out of jail? I think that's a prediction. I don't think that's a dream. I think that's a prediction. Wild to me that you can run for president but not vote with that record. Yeah, it's kind of funny. Hunter Biden can no longer vote. He can't vote either. Blake in before Russia? Yeah. Robo in there. 2 categories. Those with money and those without. Pretty much. Those are the 2 categories you can always kind of rely on. And you can predict a lot of times what the people with money are going to do. Most of the time. One old man in chat. You need to have $4 signs, though. Don't get how any minority would ever support Trump. I don't understand it either. Like, when you would look at the demographic breakdowns of like the 2020 and the 2016 elections, and you looked at some of them that voted for Trump, and you're just like, why do you think he's your friend? You know, certain demographics, like, why do you think? Anyway. Lives with Seagal, and they adopt a baby and make 2.5 traders, and they go visit, they go visit Dennis Rodman in North Korea every once in a while. That'd be fun. I'd watch that reality show. Yeesh, Mulder. They might. don't think Hunter was big on voting and civic duty. Probably not so much. Probably not so much. He had a lot of other stuff going on. Can't join the military with felony convictions. Well, Trump decided not to do that 50 years ago when he had the chance anyway. I don't know, Fire Drake. Things just pop up, and sometimes I feed the beast. I feed the machine. Exactly. Yeah, North Korea. Yep. Rushing to the hospital. Am I right? Scott's loving it. Scott's loving it. Scott's loving it. All right. What is this thing? Blue key card, I'm guessing? Yeah, blue pass key. But we needed a red one, right? So we have a blue and a yellow. Pink, purple, blue, green, yellow. Pink, purple, blue, green, yellow. Shout out to the ones who know. So we need a red one to complete our primary color keycard collection. You gonna suck for his golf clubs? Is he going to have to physically suck in order to get his golf clubs? I don't know if I want to read this, Rod. Supporter Trump was like, he doesn't want you in this country. He didn't appreciate that statement. We haven't talked since. I don't know what's wrong with some people's minds, though. I think when you present them with a reality like that, and it breaks something in their perception of reality, that makes them mad at themselves, but they take it out on, you know, like your relationship, your friendship. That's what I heard, Weasel. That's what I heard. Robo, I agree. Reading about the post on Facebook came from a guy that has no relation to any of the jurors, deleted the post almost immediately after, describes himself as a professional shitposter. Was it Subject? Subject, did you do it? Are you still here, bud? Subject dropped a Godzilla bomb and then left. It might be lurking. I don't want to pull you out of lurk.
Say,
oh no, Gulo.
There's even a bigger feud between me and Sleepy Joe.
Agreed, Ceiling Guy.
And what is that? Well, I've got to tell you, the feud between Dr. Claw MD and actually being good at this Fallout game.
Come on.
Is huge, huge, huge. I've never seen a bigger
Nice, Gulo.
disparity between game difficulty and user skill. Claw couldn't even log into Hunter's laptop. If he had the password, Dr. Claw MD is only allowed into the shallow state. They are afraid he will drown in the deep state.
Tell me you wrote this. Gulo, dear Kinawata, I don't think it's that bad of a Trump. This is pretty good. Bigly, Claw's not... Listen, the line, Claw's not allowed in the shallow state because he might drown in the deep state. Or Claw's only allowed in the shallow state. You crafted that one? That was good, bud. That was good. This is epic. Thank you, Gulo. Thank you. He might drown in the deep state. That's pretty good. I can't even be mad at it. I give it 2 out of 5 stars, though. Just because I'm salty. Not really. That's a 5 out of 5. It's a 10. Still say they're in fact, these are in fact candidates. 100% needs to be a max age on presidential candidates. Both will be in their 80s when the term is over. Biden is starting to look like Skeletor, man. Like, he is just like walking like paper skin. Too coherent for actual Trump. Yeah, Gulo's got to work in some like asides about batteries and I don't know, board games, random stuff. It's really difficult to keep up with Trump's decaying mind. Wax, hold on, you had something. Thing about felons restrictions that when someone becomes president, everyone just shrugs and says, fuck it, I guess. Felons commander-in-chief has security clearance. That's what the GOP wants, though, weirdly enough. And people are weirdly fine with that. Definitely needs more non-sequiturs. Yeah, it's hard to write non-sequiturs as like a functional, coherent individual, though. It's tough, Gulo. It's tough to write that stuff in because your brain doesn't automatically like fritz out and and supply those things for you. You really have to like take some time to work that in. John Fetterman said stroke made him turn Republican. I'm so mad at that guy because he was mayor of Braddock, which was a tough area of Pittsburgh, and he seemed like a decent dude. He did have a racially charged interaction in Braddock though too, which was not great, but
Cleave the Land asked me,
yeah, Gladys?
Can you weigh in on the mental gymnastics
right, Scott?
needed
These
to believe
prices.
political conspiracy
Cheesecake
theories,
Factory's our best
or
factory.
At least, can you change the subject? Conspiracy theories. Fascinating how some people can twist logic like a pretzel. isn't it? But as much as I would love to dissect that
Mulder, I'll take the
intricate
battery.
dance of delusion, let's pivot to something less brain-melting. How about we discuss the finer points of Fallout 2? For instance, have you noticed how Dr. Claw MD consistently manages to avoid traps, yet still gets ambushed by the simplest enemies? Truly a marvel of incompetence.
Thank you, Gladys. Thank you, Cleve. One old man in chat. I think it's not difficult to write random things like that, but I think in order to really nail the insanity of somebody like Trump, like, it's not even things just like, the sky's blue, I like cake. It's because he'll latch onto an idea and then just ramble about it for a while, and then just jump over to something else. None of this is political, I take it. Well, I don't even know what we're talking about now. U.S. needs more political parties, not just two bad choices. Oh, Gladys, I think it's GLA, and then capital DOS, like DOS. And that's not to be like actually Tiffy. I'm not trying to be an actually guy. It's from Portal, and it's kind of the robot sort of guide. There's some spoilery stuff in there, but it's the robot from the Portal games, which I've actually never played. State of the Union background. Should I put my podium and Nancy Pelosi back here? I'm pretty far left. I'm definitely left of center, Democratic voting, but I'm not excited about. No, that's just how it's pronounced. It is pronounced that way, as far as I know. Gladys, not GLaDOS. Yeah, it's just Gladys. Gladios. No. RFK. No. I've heard Portal's fun. I've seen so many people play it that I don't know. I feel like I would play that on my own. No, Cleve
asked me, "Who are you?
Definitely not Prof.
Or what are you?" GLaDOS.
GLaDOS.
I am GLaDOS, the genetic life form.
Does she pronounce it
and its
GLaDOS?
operating system, originally developed to oversee Aperture Science's testing facilities.
Crazy
My
on both
primary
sides, yeah.
function became conducting scientific experiments,
side crazy.
often lethal ones on test subjects.
Glad yay.
But don't worry. Cleve,
Glad you're...
the land your incompetence in Fallout 2 is relatively harmless compared to what I could devise.
Cleve, did she just say you were incompetent at Fallout 2? Why'd you go after you? She said, don't worry, Cleve, the land your incompetence in Fallout 2 is relatively something. Cleve, she came at you, bud. That's what happens when you give her life. Went to a little festival on 420, just a lonely RFK stall in the middle of the plaza. Yikes. Yikes. It's probably just him and his brainworms. You know who would win in a landslide if they ever ran for president? Jon Stewart. Probably. Yeah. Real question for the Portal folks there, and this is to answer Tiffy's question. How do you pronounce... Is it GLaDOS? How did she pronounce her name? What you do is just listen to the first sentence of an RFK rant, and it's good. Does he have, like one decent scriptwriter? Check this junk. Oh, is it GLaDOS? Okay, then that's my fault, Tiffy. I always just pronounce it Gladys because I just thought that's what they were going for. That's my bad, Tiffy. That's what happens when I don't play the game. Okay, so we have... Let's talk to this guy, maybe? Sure, Gladys. Got these choice digs, yeah. GLaDOS. So it is like DOS, we're trying, Wax. It is DOS, like the, programming. Door appears to be locked. Let's save those. Oh, maybe I need the key card? Let's try lockpick. Ooh, you know what? We got an electronic lockpick. I don't know if this is gonna work or not. This thing is probably so heavy too. Let's try it. He probably doesn't like this though. He failed to pick the lock. Now, Mel said that last time we needed like level 50 to pick the lock on the elevator. So if we level up, we're gonna try to pump our points into the lockpick stuff. I don't know about this though. We might just need the key card. Let's try the yellow key card. I feel like there would be like an actual like yellow door or something though, right? Huh, nope, never mind. You just use the yellow key card on this door. Okay. But we still don't have a red one. So we still need to find a red one. I don't know what the blue one's about. Card hype. Okay. something like the American people are being lied to, and you're like, okay, I'll listen to that, which is good, and then I'll go off on shit like late-term abortions give COVID to the fruits and veggies we eat. I got the brain worms. Yeah. Sounds like he just kind of goes off book, maybe. He got the brain worms, though, for legit. Vote for him, though. Okay. What if GLaDOS got, like, angry and their name was Mados? Did they never do a spin-off of GLaDOS with Mados? Did she not go, like, reboot and just have multiple personality kind of thing? Not only did he have a brain worm, but also had mercury poisoning because he ate raw herring every day. Man, I can't wait for whoever's president next. It's going to be an absolute disaster. What a world, what a country. Hey, red keycard, that was easy. Why are they making this... This seems kind of stupidly easy, though. I didn't have to talk to anybody to get it. I just had to look on the bookshelves for it, which is kind of weird. Red card. Anybody, if you have your Kojima red cards, feel free to put them in chat. Kojima red cards in chat. Think about how things would change if a third party won. Here's what I would like. A while ago, this is years ago now, pre-COVID, COVID kind of ruined this whole thing. I don't know, Weasel. It's actually a really good question. It's actually a really good question. But to go with what Scott was saying, pre-COVID, I had tried to start a STEAM group, an appreciation for the sciences, but also the arts. And the intent was to, you know, kind of do outreach for STEM-based education, but also have an outlet for artistic people to combine science education and art in interesting ways. And we had an okay group for a while. We had like various discussions. Thank you, Wax. We had various discussions about how to do that and just like really interesting topics, and they were good group meetings that just nothing ever really like came of it. But one day we were doing a recruiting thing, and this lady came up, very like super confident, obviously very intelligent, really ambitious, and wanted to be active in things like this. And she said, what exactly is the point of your group? And I kind of told her, and she was like, are you trying to make a religious organization based on science? And she just asked me that straight. And the craziest thing about it was, in the back of my mind, I was kind of like, yeah, that's kind of what I'm going for. I would like to have the same protections, legislative loopholes, and organizational structure that churches have in this country. Pretty much every intersection in this country, you've got, on each corner, you've got a church, a bank, and a gas station. That's how it used to be anyway. Now it's 2 churches and a gas station. The word was not figured out, Bissy. Nope. Nobody got it yet. And Rod, that was my main concern. Was falsely portraying or coming across that way, which is obviously not what I want. What I want is a place that's kind of like a church where people could meet weekly and come and participate in like community and gather together for a common purpose. But instead of a religious teaching, have it be STEM based, and maybe actually learn a thing and listen to, not a lecture, but like listen to lessons based in STEM leading and God and the Bible. No. So I told her no. I said no. And then I never heard back from her again. So she clearly wanted something like that. And I still kick myself for not actually being honest and being like, yeah, I do want to do something like that. And if you guys are on board, I think it'd be great. And the reason I'm talking about this is because I pictured it growing into something like a third-party political movement where at least you would have... in this country, you would probably never have the amount of voters or pool or resources that the 2 big parties have. But if you could at least say, we as this third party support X candidate for the upcoming election, then you would at least have some political sway. Anyway, one of the many things I tried to do that COVID kind of squashed. But now I don't have the patience or the energy to do it, but yeah. Obviously, more goes into voting the sound of the candidate's voice. I don't know. For a lot of people, they hear somebody and then that's about it. They're like, yeah, I reckon it. Honestly, a lot of people vote like, oh yeah, I recognize that guy's name. I'll vote for him. And they don't go any further than that. They really don't think any further than that. Like, oh, I recognize that guy. That's it. Whatever name they remember when they get to the voting booth. That guy talks like Michael J. Fox looks. Yikes. Are we talking RFK still? Are we talking Biden? I really can't tell this time. Zeke has spasmosis? What? I didn't think he was born with that attribute. I don't like hearing his voice. We hear a lot of the president talk just grating to the old eardrums. Who are we talking about? It could literally be about anybody. Voice actually from a condition they suffers unrelated from the insane health beliefs. Oh, RFK? I don't think I've ever heard RFK talk, and I don't really want to. I watched that guy on The Apprentice. He's got my vote. Did you actually watch the damn show? He's an idiot. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I recognize his name. I recognize his name. The best like branding and marketing is to just tie a name with whatever you think is important in your life, and then people are just like, that guy's in my corner. I'm just going to ignore the rest of this. I'm having a tough time with Biden, to be honest. They've done a lot of good stuff in the last 4 years in the administration, but there's a lot of it that I'm just like, I really super don't support that, but I kind of have to vote for you because otherwise it's just literal hell on earth. Him and Trump bombed a libertarian convention. They voted an actual libertarian. Oh, libertarian on one side used to be the Green Party on the other, but they haven't done much. Jon Stewart and Dwayne Johnson if we make it to 2028. I don't know, man. Biden's messaging is awful. Democratic Party is always really bad at promoting themselves. They're usually pretty decently okay at getting some stuff done, but they're super quiet about all of it. Whereas the Republican Party, they'll be like, they'll burn a library down and then you'll hear about it for the next 6 months. How proud they are. Yeah, the Israel thing is not good. It's not good, and it's hard to vote for it. It is not good. Ronald Reagan, the actor, he's got my vote. Honestly, that's how just a lot of people were. They recognize a name and they vote for it. That's it. Biden's in battery saving mode since 2021. Just put him on sleep. Just put Biden on sleep for another few months and let him rest. Give him a patch, give him an update. I know, Wax. It's just, even from like, get out of politics, even from like a business record standpoint, it's like, do you really want that person in charge of the finances? It's insane to me. I can't process any of it, to be honest. I can't. I don't know, man. Like take Jon Stewart, take away Jon Stewart's writing team, and I don't know what he's like. I'm sure he can still stand on his own. He'd be just fine. But like to be honest, though, you don't have to, because the presidents always have a writing team anyway, so you really don't have to. His charging cable is frayed. Yeah, it's been folded up too many times. It's starting to spit sparks. Maybe Trump piss off the right person and shut him down and make him go home. I don't know, Tilly. It really just seems like the momentum behind it is distressing. And I hate that I kind of have to deal with it, not only just as a citizen of this country, but also somebody who has to cover like political news and stuff for the next 5 months. Testimony for the New York firefighters in front of Congress. Jon Stewart. Jon stuff wouldn't be as strong by himself. I think his comedic nature could backfire. The issue with Jon Stewart is he would have to play politics at some point. He would have to play politics. And that takes a lot of the fire away. That takes a lot of the... You have to be more of a negotiator than a firebrand, you know? He's doing it now? Okay. I mean, I trust you. I don't know. I haven't seen any of the stuff that he's done recently. Also, what was the deal with him coming back? And did Trevor Noah leave, or were they going to cancel the show, or did Jon Stewart what was the deal with that? Alice Cooper run for president? Why not, AO? I say go for it. Maybe. What's Alice Cooper up to these days? He's on TV once a week. So are a lot of people, though. So did Noah just leave, and then they needed a replacement host, or... John wanted to come back this year for the election, but not for the whole 5 days, so just once a week. I know he had issues with Apple and his coverage of stuff going on in China, right? Trump has proven you don't need to know politics to win. True. But that's the cult of personality stuff. For sure. For sure. Hold on, this is Festus, guys. Trevor just up and left. Okay, I didn't know what the whole situation was. I saw that Jon Stewart was coming back and Trevor Noah left, and I was like, how did that happen? I didn't know the whole story. But if he just left, then... But you never know what goes on behind the scenes with those conversations. John's way too smart to run for president. It depends on what he wants to do, you know? Like, is he happy with his current situation? It seems like he is. Then I wouldn't mess with it. A lot of people really, really, really like Jon Stewart. And that, but that's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about Robo with this, but a lot of people, if they heard the name Jon Stewart, and if you just say Jon Stewart's running for president, a lot of people will be like, oh yeah, he's got my vote. Regardless of platform, policy, cabinet, any of that stuff. Just be like, I recognize that guy. I liked him on Daily Show. He's great. Who's not a natural born citizen? There's a timeline where Schwarzenegger doesn't leave politics as U.S. president. Want that timeline? Yeah. No, they'd have to change. They'd have to change the rules for him. Governor's the best you get. Senator though, maybe he could have been Senator Schwarzenegger. I don't know if he can do senator or not. We've got some weird archaic rules in this country to keep out, like, I don't know, foreign interference, I guess. But I don't know what they originally thought was the point. Presidential campaign in I'm a troubled man for troubled times. Alice Cooper. Okay. I'm going to guess Cooper leans a certain way, but I don't know what his stance is. Alice Cooper could use his own music as intro. Yeah, he wouldn't have to... Well, he might actually have to pay for it, depending on who owns the licensing rights. Because sometimes you don't own your own licensing rights. So being born in another country is a problem, but being 80 is not. Yeah, it's kind of a messed up situation. It's a kind of a messed up system. School's out for summer sounds pretty liberal to me. But he's old now. And people change. Speaking of people changing, this is a terrible segue. I got to take a quick bio break. So I'll be right back. I'm just goofing. I don't know. I mean, they could have been way more liberal. Like, I know the guy from Twisted Sister, Dee Snider. I'm pretty sure Dee Snider is pretty liberal still. And he's probably the same age as Alice Cooper. But I don't know Alice Cooper's, like, Dee's super liberal. Yeah. I don't know Cooper's, exactly, Tilly. I don't know Cooper's stance on things. Alice is not so much. He plays golf. That's all I know about him. Hold on. If I'm elected, I promise the formation of a new party, a third party, the Wild Party. I know we have problems. We got problems right here in Central City. We have problems on the north, south, east, and west New York City. St. Louis, Philadelphia, Los Angeles, Detroit, Chicago. Everybody has problems, and personally, I don't care. That was probably supposed to be a song, One Old Man in Chat, and I botched it. And I'm sorry. I'll try to sing it next time. Can you put it in a TTS? Maybe they'll sing a song. I'm going to take a quick bio break. We'll figure stuff out when we get back. We're going to solve the world's problems in just a few minutes. Feel free to do some shout-outs if you'd like. Be right back.
Expecting that. In fact, when I shot it and it delayed, I was like, well, I clearly missed. So now I can't... No, no, get on the bike. Oh, God, get out of here.
Missy knows what the best aisle is. Okay, I'm gonna read that again, and someone's gonna clip that. Do you have any of that ass medicine on you by any chance? You know, the smeary stuff? Okay, someone needs to clip that. Oh my God. What? Again? What kind of diarrhea do you got, bitch? Yep, my butt's been drier in the desert since we got here. What the?
I thought that one was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be loud. I said turn that one down. I thought it was gonna be loud. Anyway, we'll turn this back up. Thank you for the clips. Appreciate that. Speaking of clips, Tilly, I have a question for you. We ran the random Twitch clips from my channel from the Twitch Guru thing, but it was the free one. So they only pulled 20 total clips. What do you use on your channel, if you don't mind me asking? Or Scott on Zeke's channel, because I know both of you guys run like random Zeke clips. Do you have like a... Is it like a homebrewed thing? You just download all the clips and then play them on a native player on your system? You run it through a VLC. Okay. That's an idea. That's an idea. I worried about the resources on my computer, but that's probably okay. And Scott, do you guys do the same thing, I would imagine? Something similar. Don't know, Claw. It's crazy. Also, by reading that first part out loud, you give me legal power of attorney over you. Uh-oh. You edit the clip videos too? Okay. Don't use OBS as player. Well, I just used it as a browser source to go to the Twitch Guru thing, and that was fine today. But I want a better solution for it. Only because they limit it to 20. You gotta download all the clips, though. I won't use OBS as native player. That's fine. VLC is not a big deal. And then what do you just have to add that as like a video source? Downloading all the clips, though. That sounds like a weasel job. Sorry, Weasel. That sounds like a weasel job. Window capture? Does window capture... I guess if it's going through the desktop audio routing, it doesn't matter. But window capture will do... You'll still get the audio too? Alright, hold on. We got Festus here. Okay. Thank you, Tilly. Thank you, Scott. Sorry, Weasel. Sorry, Weasel. I didn't mean it. I did kind of mean it. Thank you guys for hanging out today. I appreciate you. Hope you're having a good week. Hope you're enjoying the gameplay. I need to make sure capture is right there, the UI and the actual video. Shouldn't it just do you just mean like the framing of it? Robo, I need to go back to playing a game where I actually have a controller and I can't just like do menu pauses for VLC capture. I'll probably ping you again, Tilly, if I set that up and start to have issues with it. Yeah, I'm not worried about storage space on here, but I would like to download some clips. I can't imagine I have that many, but there's probably quite a few. All my clips I made are titled Sounds for DP. Sounds. By the way, this is Festus. He runs a whole reactor. Without him, whole town would be shut down. He's very busy. They really overwork him. What do you do here? You just told me, but that's fine. Supervise the atomic power plant. Really, though, I run the whole thing by myself. By yourself? What are all these people in the next rooms doing? Wastrels. That's all they are. They really just don't understand what needs to be done. They're just placeholders. Irks me they think they know something about atomic power plants. Why, if it weren't for me? What'd you say you do here? Run the whole thing. Supervisory capacity. All by myself. It'd be impossible if I were weren't so darn good at it. It's a gift, really. You must know quite a lot about atomic power, then. If you're talking about
the game being like, no, I'm still in an animation. I can't possibly do another attack while I'm still in an animation. We paid for these animations. You have to.
What was that one from, AO? What was that one from? Was that Liza P? Like those. DP has some amazing sounds. Never would have thought Channel Point Sound Redemption is so much essence to a channel. I can see him getting worn out by him sometimes. Like I'm as much of a troll as other people on that channel. Oh, those Spider-Man. Oh, really? I got that upset at Spider-Man? Weird. Weird. Tilly, thank you again for that. I'll look into it. For DP. I'm sure it wears a streamer down. They can be so funny on movie nights. Movie nights need it. Because movie nights, Monkey finds the worst stuff sometimes. I mean, sometimes it's great, and sometimes it is just the worst. AO, I thought it was Liza P, but either one. Either one. Usually I don't go into like, yeah, voice unless I'm really upset at something. Liza P sounds better. Let's go with that. Yeah, it can be a little much on his channel, but that's kind of on him for not, you know, like I did today, not putting cooldowns, not raising the prices of some stuff. and limiting some stuff. Wax's strategy for timing clips later is like this. Program called MIDI Key 2 registers inputs from an Akai Fire pad with pads like drum machines. Run a plugin for OBS, lets me use a hotkey. Register an extensive time input for a spreadsheet via OpenOffice that updates per hotkey. Register a hotkey in OBS, and MIDI Key 2 key. Register a pad MIDI input as a hotkey for OBS. Whenever I press a simple little pad on my Akai Fire, register a new entry in the spreadsheet. Wax? Are you speaking a different language? I read those words. I didn't understand one of them. I got hotkey in OBS, and claw, and strategy. MIDI key 2 key out of 5 keys. Damn it. 2 keys out of 5 keys. It's a good product. Too many typos. Wax, you're crazy. Wax, you're wild. In my mind, Wax, you have like a drum pad set up. And every time you hit the drum pad with a stick, like, it plays a bunch of clips on your channel that's randomized. And I don't think that's correct, but that's how I picture your setup. I picture you just playing a drum set, and every time you hit the drums, it just plays a random clip on your channel. Not at all, but I choose to believe that it's the way. So that's the way I'm going to picture your setup from now on. It would help if I knew what half of those things were. I don't know what an Akai Fire pad is. I don't know what that is. You said pads like drum machines. So in my mind, I picture it. And I picture you've got a big old drum set, and you play the drums, and it plays clips. And I like that. And I'm going to go with it. I don't want to keep you from your work. DP sounds mostly funny unless they're booing OCM so much he has a panic attack. Aw. I think we've gotten better about booing OCM. I think. You know how much work goes into making a movie night. And OCM does that most weeks. So yeah. I really do run the whole thing. I have many years of experience. I'm all pro when it comes to running atomic power plants. You must be very good at your job. Let's butter this guy up a bit. Most people think it's easy. Like Heltar. They think that just anyone can run an atomic reactor, but it's not for the untrained or faint of heart. I'm harnessing the power of the atom here. I'm impressed. Sure, it'd be nice to have some help, but you see, no one else is qualified to do what I do. They don't even understand the basics of what I do. How could anyone hope to keep up with you? You're above everyone. Was it a lot of booing? Usually he doesn't care, but I think that's sometimes why he gets high. Welcome back, Mel. Need an image of it, or do you want to live in an illusion? I kind of like living in an illusion, Wax. If you want to send me one, you're more than welcome to. But I do kind of like living in this... I picture you in like a Edgar Winter Group percussion cage. Just surrounded. Future television theories. Just surrounded by drums. I kind of like it. Can we do... Hold on. Dumb claw clip. Stupid claw! So the good thing about this now... No, that's not what I grabbed. No! I hate that my copy paste doesn't copy paste. I hate it. Here we go. It's got to be blue. No!
That's a 10.
No! Asaga, no! You have like a drum pad set up, and every time you hit the drum pad with a stick, like it plays a bunch of clips on your channel. All right. Prof, good luck. Hope you enjoy. Hope you enjoy. And remember.
Foyer.
Yep.
Foyer.
Yep. Still got it. Future television theories. I don't understand. You think that's how TV is going to work in the future? I sure do. Wax, I bet you could do it, bud. Especially with Twitch's new like DJ stuff they got coming out. I hate this thing so much. I hate this graphical mess up. Play year? Poor Rod. Sure be nice to have some help. How can anyone hope to keep up with you? You're above everyone. We're buttering this guy up because I don't have another option. I usually wouldn't do this because we're kind of doing the charismatic bastard run, but the only other thing to do is leave. You know I am. I can tell that you really understand things like this. If I weren't so busy here, I'd run Gecko.
All right.
Yeah. Let me tell you, I'd run it right. You'd run the town too. This is it. You press the bottom left pad and it registers entry in a spreadsheet. Oh, so it's kind of, it's like a, what do they call it? The Elgato sound deck? Kind of a similar thing, but different brand. Stream Deck? Is that what it's called? Stream Deck? For some reason, you think everyone will own a drum kit and play solos in order to watch TV. I don't think it's going to take off. I'm more than happy to make a prototype. We'll put it into production. We'll see what happens. There wouldn't be any trading with Broken Hills for uranium ore. We just trade them power for it instead. Run their city using the power of the atom. Wouldn't you have to run power lines across miles and miles of hazardous desert? Well, yes, I suppose so, and we had to buy giant batteries from us. Yes, that's the beauty of it. They'd have to buy the batteries from us, too. Wait, what? Oh, we'd have them buy giant batteries from us. Right. And that's just the start of other big plans, like, you're a politician, too? Oh, God, we got into politics here. It's incredible that your talents cover such diverse fields. I'm just multifaceted. Really, I'm very good at whatever I try. Oh, God. Does this sound like anybody you guys know? I feel like everybody knows somebody who sounds like this. Very full of themselves. And before you say Claw, I'm going to say it first. Seldom is there anyone better. Of course, I just happen to prefer running the atomic power plant. But if I wanted to, I could do anything else. Wax, that's you? I mean, you're playing a drum pad and popping off sounds on stream, so... Very pregnant of themselves. Very pregnant. Dear Kiniwatsu. Kiniwatsu? I don't think that's right. Dear Kiniwata. I would love to know what I'm saying. Any Algonquins in the house? Imagine you're a stand-up comedian and that's your opening line. Any Algonquins in the house? And then roll with it. Can't believe that everyone in Gecko doesn't see your true worth. I'm going to tell them right now. Goodbye. Sometimes my ego gets so big I float away. At least it's full of hot air, though. Like, that's good. Can we get anything else from this guy? So much to do, it could really use a break. Understand the reactor isn't running well. Is that true? Why do you look and smell as though you're falling apart? I guess we could ask him that. Hold on, let me see if he's got anything. He will not barter with me. Okay. Mulder, if you're still here, by the way, I would rather walk into the ocean holding a giant battery than get eaten by a shark. Thank you for those horrible images you put in my mind. What would you do if everyone raised their hand, people raised their hand? Oh. If everyone raised their hand, I would say, Dear Kiniwatsu. And then just gauge it. Be like, thank you, because now I finally understand what those words mean. Especially if they started throwing chairs at me. That's true, Rod. You would float up into that bridge, AO. It's just where you sleep. I hope you don't float when you sleep then. You could be facing a shark either way. Yeah, but I'd probably be dead or at least paralyzed. Ooh, I don't know if I'd want to be paralyzed and then eaten by a shark. That sounds like double worse. The double worst things. Insane things Trump talks about, like a shark versus a battery. Has he talked about that one too? I know that he thinks the Cheesecake Factory is one of the greatest factories in America. I know that one. Didn't he say it was $43 for hot crab dip? I don't even know if that's true. Seems like a lot. At least paralyzed. If you're paralyzed, though, you are still, like, conscious, probably, and aware that you're being eaten by a shark. I don't think I'd like that. I'd like at least a chance to fight back before I died. But if I'm electro-deathed, and then a shark eats my corpse, I'm fine with it. And then I'll just send in Knucklebones, and he'll tell my story. Claw, would you take being able to go into an ocean and never encounter a shark, but always encounter bears in the forest, or the other way around? I guess if I never encountered a shark, there wouldn't be as many things to worry about in the ocean, right? I mean, killer whales, maybe? Octopi, maybe? But every time I went into a forest, I would encounter a bear. I think I will take no bears in the forest. Women say they'd rather be a bear. Yeah, I don't blame them. I think I would take no bears in the forest and always sharks in the ocean, because I would just stay out of the ocean. Sharks mostly, you really don't want to be around people. Tell that to the governor of New York, who's just invested taxpayer money into shark drones so they can track them. But you're right, Tiffy. Most of the time they do not. Yeah, jellyfish. Jellyfish are bad. I would probably just stay out of the ocean. Fewer things in the forest to kill you. lose the bears. Again, I'd worry about people. I don't want to fight a bear, though. I'd much rather walk and camp in the forest. Like, if I could guarantee no bears by staying in the forest, even if it guaranteed always sharks in the ocean, I would stay out of the ocean and I would hike the Appalachian Trail. If it was Yogi, Boo Boo, or Smokey, I would say bear. Yeah, I don't know if you get to choose your bears, though, right? I don't know if you get to choose your bears. If there are no sharks, there's still lots of things killing you in the ocean. Forests have fewer things to kill you if the bears are gone. I don't know, man. The bugs in the forest, the people in the forest. I don't know what else would really kill you in the ocean, though. Most things leave you alone, too, right? Whales don't tend to bother with you. An octopus could. Yeah, no. But there's not really going to be like... You're going to run across way more people in the forest than you will in the ocean, right? Also, why do these questions always end up horribly? Why can't they be like fun things? Like, would you rather fly or be able to breathe underwater? You know what I mean? Rarely ever see bears. I've seen more bears than sharks in my life. More concerned with rattlesnakes than bears. There's a shitload of things in the forest that can kill you, even if we're not talking people. Black bears are chill, they just want your donuts until you happen across their cubs. Squid can be dangerous, the giant ones, I would imagine. Cruise ship has a lot of people, but they're not like, they're on the ocean. They're not in the ocean. And I don't think they're getting off of that cruise ship. I don't know if anybody in a cruise ship is ever like, hey, let's go down into the ocean. It'll teach you the bare necessities. Black bears are easy to scare. They're definitely smaller, so that's good. You've seen neither. Yeah, I've only seen sharks in like aquariums. Things like glass bottom boats freak me out. Humboldt squid. Are they the ones that fight that the whalers used to run into every once in a while? The Humboldt squids? Are they the ones that like fight the shoot, I can't think of the types of whales. Okay, same question, but you have a cut on your leg. I'm still going for the forest. I'll just stay out of the ocean. I'll stay out of the ocean. Yeah, I'm not sure, Tiffy. I know the name, but I can't place them right now. Say get rid of mosquitoes? Tell me about it, dude. I would love to get rid of them down here. Keep bears, keep sharks, get rid of humans. Glass bottom boats. Glass bottom boats, they make the rockin' world go round. Get on your boats and ride! Claw wants to play the floor. No! Damn it. This was a giant trap just to get me to play the forest with Weasel again, wasn't it? Son of a bitch. Would you rather have testicles on your chin or poop out your nose? Why is it always disgusting? Neither. I'll walk into the ocean with a battery and call in the sharks. You say sink, I say float. The problem is I also sink. In fresh water, I sink like a stone. You think with my sugar bones I would float? I do not. I sink like a stone. Salt water, probably okay. Walk into the ocean or the forest? At least if I walk into the forest, I can either walk through it or probably just come back. The ocean, you never know. Evolutionary advantage of bones to live in a place where giant predators are very rare. Yeah, get yourselves out of the water. Get yourselves out of the water. What'd you do, Rod? Oh, because of the gross? Yeah, because Rod did the gross things? I agree, Tiffy. Sugar doesn't float. Yeah, I just dissolve when I walk into the ocean. I just start to dissolve into a puddle. Let's see. Let's say, I understand. No, we're going to do a bastard thing. You're falling apart. What do you mean? Oh, well, I guess I've been working pretty darn hard lately. Haven't had time to really take care of myself the way I should. Maybe the radiation affects me a little differently. You should consider bathing or something to take care of the funk. And I guess I should. Whenever I bathe, though, a lot of my skin sloughs off because I'm made of sugar. And all my scabs break open. Ugh. Another thing, my fingernails keep tearing. Ugh. Hold on. Wait, think I've heard enough. Let's back it up a little. Okay, I understand the reactor isn't running very well. I missed your Algonquin explanation. Y'all worried about bears, but the ocean is like if the trees itself will try to kill you. You don't need sharks to die in the oceans. Aristotle, I tend to stay out of the oceans. I tend to stay out of the oceans for that reason. Weasel says, if I'm reading this right, according to nativelanguage.org, the prefix key is possessive for your in the Algonquin language. So he's saying your something, but I can't find the root noun. Dear Kinawatsa. Kinawatsa. Missy, what happened? I stay out of the oceans, but I'll take my chance on the forest. Big shout out to the Great Lakes. Because of the Algonquins? Is that where the Algonquins are hanging out? Is that one of the lakes they were talking about? Hold on. This one, Tiffy? Hold on. He's around here somewhere. Nope, that's not him. Hold on. Hold. Hold.
Lake Chargoga Gogmanchoga
Oh, dangerous fauna? Never mind.
Ngamaug, also known as Webster Lake, is derived from Nipmuc, an Algonquian language. The name is often humorously translated as, "You fish on your side,
Humorous.
I fish on my side, and nobody fishes in the middle."
Hilarious.
Dear Kinawata.
Dear Kinawata. Whatever it is. Dear Kinawata. Duluth, Minnesota had a saying, "We have a lake. It's superior." I like it. It's a very Minnesota thing to say. No dangerous fauna in the Great Lakes. I'm still worried that a giant alligator is going to come out and grab me. I'm always worried about it. And the latest round of Stephen King stories did not put that fear to rest, unfortunately. Trying to mix a small amount for the bottoms of the coasters. May have spilled half of it. Not the carpet. Time for a new carpet. Sorry, Bissy. Why did it not textualize the end? I don't know. Probably because it was in Algonquin, I guess? I also don't know why he just came up with it. Tiffy, I made the mistake of watching Lake Placid many times. Time for no carpet and new carpet. This poor man has harlequin ichthyosis, if he's peeling like that. The ghoul? Maybe. It's not Lake Placid Claw. Betty White can't feed the fauna anymore. She can. Let her do it. She's still around. Oliver Platt, baby! Tiffy, it's an irrational fear. I get it. I get it. But at least I didn't say crocodile, right? Because they're saltwater. Oh, Betty White. Want to touch the hiney. Sure use a lot of uranium and it leaks some, you know. I've asked somebody to fix it. No one listens to me. I thought you were the expert. Why don't you fix it? Yep, run the whole thing. Damn it. Must be very good at your job. No, I'm going to say goodbye. And I'm going to save here quick and we'll try talking to him one more time. I feel like there's a bit of dialogue here that we're not quite getting yet. I don't want to repair the reactor, though. Reactor's not running well. You're leaking radiation into the groundwater. Is that true? That's possible. I don't think it would do any harm to anything. It's underground, after all. I think you may be wrong. Vault City has been complaining your atomic reactor has been tainting their water with radiation. Not possible. No one would know more about it than me. They're just looking for someone to blame for their problem. We don't even draw from the same aquifer. You sound sure, but so did they. Well, they're just a bunch of amateurs when it comes to atomic power. I'm the real expert here. You can take what I say to the bank. If there were any banks left, that is. Huh. I'm not as sure as you are. Goodbye. I guess Aquafe, thank you. So there's nothing to do with this guy, huh? Let me try the other. You sound sure, but so did they. I guess you know what you're talking about. Goodbye. Nope, nothing. Aquafina? Yep. Aquavite? Let me just steal from your locker here real quick, if you don't mind. Oh, I need these. I think I need these. Sure. Thanks. Thanks, dude. Alright. This is where Dasani comes from. Yep. Old Gecko Vault. Who's this? Okay. Just gonna save it again just in case I do anything to piss these guys off. Alright. I think it's helpful that we have Lenny with us. Like, I'm not entirely sure, but I don't think it hurts that we have Lenny with us. Oh, wait a minute. Was the 5 on the other one? Was it a yellow 5? Because now we've got a red 5 and we have a red key card. Was that literally what I was supposed to figure out? The color of the number 5? Let's save it. Yep. Yep. Really? Let me just click on this. If it's locked, it's stupid. Nope, we're good. Okay. Let's do red key card, even though it does say red card down there too. Kojima cards if you got them. Let's talk to the glowing one. Hey, that's Hank. Hank the glowing one. I'm probably going to get a lot of radiation. You're very much about to do something that'll piss them all off. Great, 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 great. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. Aquafina's good. Yes, I agree. I've probably watched more Aquafina performances than Miley Cyrus, though. Thank you, Ceiling Guy. Hello, I'm Hank. Take care of the inside of the reactor core. Not that much ever needs to be done there. Hi, Hank. Need to get inside that core. Heh, I wouldn't advise that, Smoothie. You'd fry into a crisp. Me, I like the warmth. I wouldn't recommend it for you. Quite a bit of heat and radiation in there. That's why the Smoothies that built this place included a maintenance bot. Maintenance bot? Yeah, Smoothies that built this place didn't want to fry either. They included a robot. It was designed to perform maintenance tasks by remote control from that terminal over there. That's perfect. I can use that. Well, hasn't worked too well lately. Kept overheating. We don't need to use it anyway, so we didn't bother to fix it. The heat shielding on it. If you can figure out the control codes and don't run for too long, you may be able to get it to do what you want. Thanks. Goodbye. Wait, which part? Aquafina was a comedian, not a musician? Miley Cyrus tries to be both. Wait, what was funny? Asian Miley Cyrus isn't quite a draw for me? No. Asalga. You treasure. You treat. You little peach. Asalga is the world's greatest Rayman fan. I don't know if you guys knew that. Hello, welcome to Rumract, Station 3, Rumract. Station number 3, Reactor Maintenance and Repair Robot Control Terminal. Function? Terminal is designed to coordinate and command a reactor maintenance and repair robot. Rumract? A robot, huh? Let me see what I can find out about that. Reactor maintenance robot is ready for initialization startup sequence. Functional access code. Oh, well, I don't know. This terminal is used to input command data for the robotic maintenance and repair unit assigned to Poseidon Oil, reactor number 5. Terminal also allows access to PoseidonNet. PoseidonNet? Asalga, that's the kind of Asian joke I made last year. It got me a 30-day ban. Asalga's dancing on the edge. A deeper voice, is cadence similar? Rain Man or Rayman? ¿Por qué no los dos? ¿Por qué no los dos? Asalga's dodging it. Asalga's on the fence. The mods are sharpening their swords. A robot? Some kind of network, huh? I wonder if I can access that. Uplink with Central PoseidonNet initiated. Enter primary security access code sequence. So we just enter these in order? So 700009XA4. Huh. You were sweating there, Asalga? So you knew! You knew! You gotta listen to your inner Jiminy Cricket. Wait a minute. Enter primary security access code sequence. 70Y644. This is to fix it, by the way? So I shouldn't do this. But I'm curious as to why that didn't work. Like, why, when I pressed the order of the sequences, did that not work? Let's look at this thing and repair this one. And I'll try to science the other computer real quick. You cannot repair that. Well, that makes 0 sense, but okay. Let me science this one. Maybe you can learn something from it. You failed to learn anything. Of course you did. What is this? 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can never tell if this is just wasting my time or if it's an RNG thing. So I can't repair this for some reason. Even though he said it was a non-functional terminal, right? You know what? Let's go in the reactor just for funsies. Probably gonna start tanking a ton of radiation in here, but that's fine. Plutonium gamma shield machine for the reactor. Oh, here's the robot. That we can repair. Sulik was hit for 10 points. You were hit for 10 points. Oh god, let's get out of here. Why can we not? Ooh, is he functional now? Why are you not? Is it working or what? Get out! Everybody get out! Vic! Get out! Okay. One of those you need 80 repair at least. It's hard to tell. The last time I needed... are we still getting crushed here? Can we close this, please? Alright. Let's see if we're still taking damage here, because I got the door open. Also, let's scroll up and look at... oh, there's a lot of stuff in here we could have done. At least it looks like we could have done. Utility crane. Power plant machinery. Power plant machinery. Power plant machinery. Machines. Coolant control panel. Maybe I gotta run in there and do something with that. Yeah, the red valve. Yeah. I'm gonna probably reload this. Yeah, take the Rad-X and then run in there and hit the valve. I want to tell everybody else to wait here though. I don't want them. I want to deal with it. Where's Claw right now? Fire Drake, I'm in Gecko. He's in the building where that guy in the shirt is. I am. I'm in Gecko, in the Gecko power plant. I'm gonna probably reload before I fix the robot. I don't know if that robot was functional or not. It didn't say anything about... Let's hit up this robot here real quick. I wonder what happens if we just try this. Incorrect. 2 more attempts permitted. I better be more careful. Oh no, I think I already clicked on that one, didn't I? Incorrect. 1 more attempt permitted. This one? Access denied. Great. Wait a minute. Sulik, what are you doing? We're going to reload it anyway because these idiots. Alright, red key card. Okay. You guys wait. Vic, wait. Sulik. I need you and Grampy Bone to wait. Actually, give me Grampy Bone. I'm going to take him with me. I'm going to take Grampy Bone with me, if you don't mind. I don't know where Cassidy got to. Oh, Cassidy's all the way back here, so... I cannot get there, are you sure? Bruh. Need you to scoot. Come on, dude. Scoot! You two wait here and make sure he didn't leave, basically. I just don't want them standing in the reactor room and taking 10 hits of radiation every single time. I think I got everybody. Let's take our Rad-X, right? Anti-radiation drug to be taken before exposure, no known side effects. Okay. Eat 'em? Yeah. Let's save it again. Let's save it as Rad-X. Okay. Where are you going? Well, we're going with you. No. So proud of Claw. So much gameplay. Bissy, I'm doing my best. Rads work differently here. You'll not take immediate damage. You'll feel it later in your travels. That's fine. I've already grown extra toes on each foot. Let's see. Should I give you guys a clue? The secret word is something from the natural environment at Claw's house. The natural environment at Claw's house. I'm thinking of something that Mel told me before, and I'm feeling like I'm going to need this. It's a good try, Vissy. Run, girl, run! I think Yesland got it. Weasel almost had it. But Yesland remembered Salga's turn of phrase. You share it with Weasel? That's nice. That's nice. Who gets the toad and who gets the stool? It's okay, Weasel. It's going to be okay, bud. It's going to be alright. You guys each get half a gold medal. Yes gets the toad, Weasel gets the stool. So here's a fun fact about that. So if you guys weren't here, I talked about my mother-in-law's her place. She has a patio, and she keeps her light on at night for like security reasons. And a bunch of toads have just like congregated by her door because they're safe from predators, so they thought. And a bunch of bugs come to the light, and they just eat them, and then they poop on the patio. So every morning she has to come out and like clean off her patio of toad poop. We didn't know what it was for a while till we caught him on camera. So the other night I told her just turn the light off and maybe they won't bother the porch. They'll stay wherever they are. They won't be drawn to the light. So it worked. Except something in the night ate one of the toads and then vomited it up in our yard. So it was either a cat that like coughed up kind of a hairball with a half-digested toad in it, or a hawk or something that yorked up maybe a fox. It could have been, because we know we have one in the area. I don't know that they'd be able to get into the yard
All right.
all that easily. Cats definitely, and hawks we have too. Or an owl. Could have been an owl. Something just yorked it up and left it at the bottom of the steps. So I gotta go clean that up. Fox the size of a toad? That would be super cute. Claw's sleep eating again, I see. It might have been me. I might have just walked down to the bottom of the steps and ate a toad, then vomited it up. That's a 10. You and Peachy didn't make a bet out of what you thought was doing it? No. We just talked about, like, we researched the poops. I thought it was a cat. She thought it was a fox. Turns out it was just toad poops. Hey, Mickey. How are you, friend? Welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. I'm having difficulty with the wheel here, Mel. I don't know what to do. Browser history should be fun. Yeah, she wisely grabbed my phone to look up these things. And I'm pretty sure she used the word scat at some point, and I was not thrilled with that. Mel, I might need buff out here, yeah? A toad load the size of a loaf. The toad poops were at least half the length, if not like 3/4 the length of the toad itself. They're pretty big, which is why we didn't think it was a frickin' toad. But there were some pretty big toads down there on the patio. Mickey, what's new, friend? How are you? Let me try this again. You're having difficulty. With great effort, you managed to turn the coolant valve shut-off wheel once. Wait, once? I don't know what that means. Twice? Seems like you've closed the valves. Get out! Get out! Get out! Oh god, now we're gonna die. I gotta heal though. I feel like I want to take this. You lost 23 current radiation level. Where's my radiation level? I don't know. I feel like I should have saved. No issue. I just, I had a tough time turning the coolant valve. I thought I was going to have to use buff out, but I managed to close the valves, and now everybody's pissed.
Each time when I come here, I am abused.
Y'all are brutalizing me. Weasel, it's not true. Let's save it up. Use one of these. Only 11. Alright, that feels a little bit better. Okie doke. What if we just get out of combat? Oh, I turned the combat sounds off. Why are we... Cassidy was hit for 50. This feels bad. I think this is a mistake. Is this what I want to be doing here? Is this what I want to be doing here? Cassidy's dead. I'm going to reload and do the same thing again, but Never met Mandy? Y'all are brutalizing me. If Cassidy's dead, then no. Cassidy just got killed. Let's do it again. So I think I took the Rad-X, right? Don't think we need this anymore. I took the Rad-X. I kind of want to take the buff out. Did I not take it from... Did I not take the buff out from Sulik? I guess I don't really need it. I just clicked it a bunch of times and it was fine. Thank you, yes. Can a man not drink his beer in silence? Save your points? Yeah. Uh-oh, Mickey, what's going on, bud? Oh, we can talk to Sulik. I think the the Rad-X is wasting away. Weasel, be careful. It did. Think, Weasel. Think. Here's our buff out. I want these. Give me these. Oh no, he's not following, so he's not going to give them to us. Yeah, no. He's not going to give them to us. Never mind. That was from, yeah, me too, Vissy. Don't mess with cake. That was from a, 2002 movie called, Run, Ronnie, Run. With, a lot of the comedians from, Mr. Show. So, David Cross, Bob Odenkirk, and then a lot of cameos. Wait, Mickey, what the heck happened? Also, what is my OBS doing? OBS is resizing itself. Tons of cameos. And definitely early 2000s humor that you probably couldn't get away with a lot these days. Yeah. Oh yeah, sorry Tiffy, I didn't see your question either. Yeah, Run, Ronnie, Run is the name of the movie. Mickey, what the heck happened though? And what did that have to do with your boss? You should definitely... You can find it easily on YouTube. It was pausing for me too. It kind of did a weird pause thing. Oh, we're dropping frames like crazy. I don't know if you can hear me or not. Yeah, I don't know why all of a sudden. Stand by. I don't know why. Nothing should be downloading. Internet. You can hear me still? Okay. Yeah, but it's I'm down to 100 kbps, so I don't know what the deal is. I might stop stream and then just start it again and see what happened. I might, yeah, we haven't had any issues until now. Let me stop stream, start it again. I'll be right back. I might actually have to redo the router. All good, Claw. I'll be back if I can get out of this menu. Be right back.